Tune in to The Fanatic for all of the fast-paced, hard-hitting action. Listen as the Arizona Rattlers vie for the playoffs and their 7th championship in team history. Arizona Rattlers football, exclusively on your new home for sports. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Sorry to interrupt your jams, murder mystery podcasts, or motivational beach noises, but we got something else you might like to hear. It's called cash. That's the sound of an extra $250 after your first 10 deliveries with Uber Eats. That's right, an extra $250 on top of all the other cash you'll make during those first 10 deliveries. If that sounds good, visit t.uber.com/extra 250. Uber Eats, deliver with us. Limited time offer, terms apply. See t.uber.com/extra 250 for more details.
Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Felicia.
We're the hosts of the show, Drive Friendly.
With Steve's 40 years of experience, you're going to get the real insider information about the automotive industry. And I'll be interviewing local celebrities and experts so you can be informed and live your very best life.
Laugh and learn with Steve, Felicia, and the gang. You'll be smarter for listening. Drive Friendly, 10 a.m. Saturday mornings on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Many investors aren't aware that as you get closer to retirement, it's important to protect the savings you've worked so hard to accumulate. After all, you can't take the same type of risk you did when you were younger. The problem is that traditional safe money strategies like CDs and bonds aren't performing as well as we would like them to right now. On one hand, you want safety and guarantee of principal. On the other hand, most people prefer the potential of higher growth by being linked to the market. Well, now you can have both principal protection during market downturns and desirable market-linked growth during upturns. When the market goes up, you go up with it. And when the market goes back down, you're guaranteed not to lose principal. If avoiding market risk and still earning more than a CD sounds good to you, call Seiler Wealth Management today at 407-831-8002. They've developed proven strategies to not only grow your income, but also keep your principal safe for your retirement. To get started, call Seiler Wealth Management at 407-831-8002 and listen to Money Radio Wednesdays at noon for the Stock Doctor's Prescription Show.
Everybody, Mark Asher, about to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends that have used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down because it's time.
Time for what? Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it. All right, everybody, it's Tuesday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Filthy Phil back in the control room, and you guys are on the Summit Mail Medical text line, 888-368-1580. We are broadcasting live from the Harman Solar Studios here in Scottsdale. Sorry, I was a little behind today. I was running behind. I was working on a scientific theory that if Kool-Aid Man were to do a cartwheel, he would die.
Why?
Because all the Kool-Aid would come out of him.
No, he's been empty before.
No, I've never seen that.
Oh, it's part of it's part of the whole genre. He's empty.
And then, their youngest child there was arguing, well, angular momentum is conserved, so maybe it would be fine. And I said, just shut up and eat your Eggo. And it was just one of those kinds of things. So I can see that. Yeah. And I took away her allowance.
I'm pretty sure that the Kool-Aid Man has been emptied out before.
He has. And also he splishes and splashes all that stuff.
We're going to need to see evidence of that.
Yeah.
Because I think that once all the Kool-Aid comes out of the Kool-Aid Man is dead.
I don't think so.
D-E-D. dead.
I don't think so.
So these are the things that occupy my time and keep me busy. So sorry if I was running a little late today.
Yeah.
So last night, all kinds of stuff happened in Major League Baseball.
Oh, yeah.
One of them is Pujol came and
Pujols.
well, he went over to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And well, his RBI in his debut helped take down the Diamondbacks
Yeah.
3-1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know how much I want to talk about.
Yeah, the bottom line, it was only 3-1. I'm happy. It wasn't like 57 to nothing.
No, come on, man.
It wasn't
don't,
like
don't come at me with
16-0.
moral victory here. It was a
not.
loss.
I'm
They
saying
lost.
it was a positive for the Diamondbacks. I'm not saying moral victory in any way, shape, or form. But when a team is this bad, you've got to pick up on the positives.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I am positive they did not win that game, and so that was one thing. And then here's another. Well, Madison Bumgarner, he went out with a left adductor spasm. Can I ask somebody what the hell a adductor is?
Well, when you're in the gym and you're doing those things with your legs where you spread your legs wide open and then you pull the weights, and then on the other side of the gym, you put your knees in there and you push the weights. One is abductor, one is adductor.
Wait, can you point at where the adductor is, somebody?
No. I don't think you can do that on camera.
No. All right. Well, okay.
Think groin.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so
I already do.
He hurt his groin? What is he here?
No, it's the adductor. It's the muscle.
His left adductor.
It's the muscle that moves his leg in a specific motion.
He has spasms in his adductor.
Yeah.
So, well, that's just more good news for the pitching staff, right? 888-368-1580. And then another thing, good news, bad news. Good news, he says he's doing okay. Bad news is, did you see the 94-mile-an-hour fastball that Kevin Pillar took right to the face?
Yeah.
I'm looking at his face right now as he's doing an interview, and it looks broken.
Yeah, he's got 3 nasal facial fractures. And I guess coincidentally, though, this is the first thing he was thinking. Got to give a man card accreditation to Kevin Pillar for this. Yeah, he takes a pitch to the face. He goes down on the deck. He's just bleeding into his batting gloves. And he's like, okay. Then later on, he's tweeting out saying, hey, thanks to everybody who's reached out. Scary moment, but I'm doing fine. And then hashtag RBI, hashtag game winner. Because that the pitch he took sent, somebody else in his place to base, that counted as the RBI that then won the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. It's weird how the old ball bounces, eh?
Yeah. So how many people can you say they got an RBI with their face?
Well, that's happened before. This isn't the first time. But
I said how many people can say that?
I would say
17.
You don't know that. You just pulled that number right out of midair.
Out of the groin area, right? We're supposed to
the
be thinking about
adductor
that
area.
No, that was Bumgarner. We're talking about Kevin Pillar in his facial area.
Yeah, the nasal cannula area.
I don't know if I was allowed to say it or supposed to say it, but I do want to say Kevin Pillar is a super good guy. Yeah, he's a super good guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm even allowed, but I'm going to say it just because it bears saying. Kevin Pillar, he
sure you want to say it?
Donated to Arizona Sports Angels.
Oh, now you've done it.
And a lot of really great stuff for the kids. That's all I'm going to say. And that was it was an interesting moment. It was during COVID. Went over to his house and got some stuff. And now I just want to say, super good guy, super generous guy. And, so hopefully he'll be okay and continue on in his career. He actually been playing not so bad for the Mets.
Yeah, he's going to be okay. He's a journeyman player. He's a guy that goes out there. He's pretty reliable. He goes out there and plays his game. Good for him. And it's good to hear he's a good dude, too.
Yeah, he really is. He's a humble, nice guy, very generous. Helped out Arizona Sports Angels quite a bit. Just like, look there, FedFan. She donated and helped us get to our goal of being able to deliver 100 different balls to a Phoenix housing project.
Yeah, how about that?
And a lot of other people here on the text line. But anyway, it was just one of those things where I didn't know if he wanted me to say it out loud.
Yeah.
But it was really great what he did.
Now he's going to look like lefty Pillar instead of Kevin Pillar.
My God.
He's going to have one of those noses that goes 7 different directions. You know what I'm saying?
So here's what's going to be interesting. Now, it was a pretty manly move where he takes the pitch to the face. He says, I'm doing all right. He's all excited because he got the RBI with his face. That's a man thing. So I wonder, will he fix the nose, or will he just leave it as is, like a war trophy?
Oh yeah, a lot of people use that as an excuse to get the nose that they always wanted.
My nose was amazing before I had the surgery. I had,
oh, you're saying you got a nose job?
Well,
you
it's
had
not
a whole face transplant, Phil. You didn't know
Yeah,
that?
I used to look just like Randy,
Yeah.
and they said one of us had to be
sorry.
good looking.
Right.
So
I was gonna say.
Randy won.
Yeah, I won.
and I had to look like this.
Yeah.
So no, I had enlarged turbinates and a deviated septum, and I had the sleep apnea, and I was snoring like a buzzsaw, and so I finally went in there and they took care of it. My nose looks completely the same as it did before. It's just now I can breathe.
Yeah, they just funneled it out, scooped it out like ice cream.
Pretty much like that.
Yeah.
And it was probably the best thing I ever decided to do.
I've got something that's enlarged too.
Ooh.
I just don't want to have it removed.
They're gonna scoop it out like ice cream.
No, they're not.
I am due. My next surgery will be a reduction surgery.
Yeah. Well, that's what I understand.
Scrapes the bottom of the pool when I swim naked, and
Wow.
it's in the deep end, Phil.
Wow.
It's kind of it's cumbersome. Cumbersome.
Why are we telling the Speedo guy this information?
Well, I mean, another reason why I can't wear a Speedo.
That can't be good for your back.
Fed fan says, "Hey guys, Diamondbacks look like a mash unit. Do you think their strength and conditioning coaches aren't very good?" Something is wrong.
I don't think
something is
I
wrong.
don't think, sir. Listen, there are ball clubs that go through this. This happens all the time with different clubs, and this is a rigorous season, a long season, and things are going to happen. So you're just going to have to float with it, kind of go with it. You feel bad for the Diamondbacks. I don't feel bad. Giancarlo Stanton is once again on the IL. So it just proves my point. Overrated. Giancarlo Stanton.
You're heckling your own team and players.
No, Giancarlo Stanton plays for the Yankees.
No, I know what you're saying, but we're also looking at give me some hope, man.
Well, listen, it's going to happen, but we have to understand where this team is. They're a mediocre team. They're not a championship quality ball team.
Haven't we been having that conversation for a couple of years now?
Yes.
So when can we expect that to change or get better? Is the Diamondbacks just sitting on it, being like, "This is who we are. We suck." Okay.
Ken Kendricks is either going to have to sell the team or figure out a new, strategy to make this team a contender.
Yeah, nobody ever sells the team, so hopefully he'll figure out.
He's going to have to figure it out, or he's going to be labeled as one of those, owners and that ownership group that just likes to sit back and count their money.
Mm-hmm. So Wing Guru says Kevin Pillar is the leader of what is Met fans call bench mob. 17 players on the injured list now. Yeah, I saw that graphic, the bench mob. Just a Tip says, "Good afternoon, gentlemen. The score from the Dyers D-backs game has the same ratio as their payroll. Diamondbacks should blow it up from the GM down."
Well, what are you going to do? You're going to blow it up, you get the GM in there, and then you're going to go out and magically come up with some stupendous numbers. It's going to bring in some real talent to this team. I think you have to do, on a team that is in this kind of a market with this kind of a budget, has got to develop player and talent within their organization. So
couldn't you
I don't know that blowing it up is going to help.
Sorry, but couldn't you make an argument that a lot of their team is fully realized? Like, they are a weird team. Like, David Peralta is not exactly young.
David Peralta is not one of the products from our farm system.
No, but he came in pretty young, even though he wasn't one of the products of our
farm
system.
Came in 4 years ago.
I'm just saying, a lot of this team feels as if it's fully realized. Maybe it's time.
This team, to me, is a mishmash put together bunch of money ball numbers where this organization feels that they can field a competitive team based upon some accountant that's sitting in an office somewhere with a calculator. Give me a break. You're not going to win baseball games on a budget with a bunch of guys that you think that Billy Beane would put together in Oakland. I'm sorry, it doesn't work. You've got to figure out a happy medium. So somewhere where you can get some players that are actually going to help your team out.
Mr. Wilbur says, "Hey, Jeffrey, does your face hurt?" Well, yes, it does. I have a degenerative disease that causes the mere touch against my face to send me into shrieking agony.
Yeah.
So, yes, it does hurt. It hurts a lot, and it hurts all the time. He says, "It's killing me." Yeah, that's just not funny in light of my disease and what I go through on a daily basis and shrieking agony just at the sheer thought of a touch to my face.
Wow, that's very insensitive.
It's like whenever Jeffrey makes fun of Randy's mom. Just insensitive.
Well, I don't think he makes fun of my mom. He knows my mom is dead.
Yeah, I don't do
I
that.
know.
Actually, I just made that up because I saw it on The Good Doctor the other day. It's like I was like, you couldn't touch his face. He's like, ah.
Jeez.
So I just stole his disorder.
Yeah, put some lotion on that face.
Fish Tank says, just checking to see if Phil's already requested Thursday off so he doesn't have to deal with the fourth dimension when the Lakers blow it on Wednesday night.
Look, even if it's a one game winner take all, and whoever gets it gets to go play Phoenix. I think if this isn't the end all be all, that's why you fought for the 7th seed, so that way you can have that game at home. And even if they do lose that game, they face the winner of the Grizzlies Spurs. I may be scared of the Warriors. I ain't scared of the Memphis Grizzlies or the Spurs.
I don't know what to do with this, Randy, because part of me just loves to see Phil suffer. I love to see the Lakers suffer, and I want them to lose at every chance I can see them lose.
Yeah.
But the other part of me does want them to win so they do face the Suns, because I think that would be magnificent.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with this because I can never find myself rooting for the Lakers to win.
As your legal counsel, let me advise you. This is the way I'm going to approach this. You know what, Lakers, go ahead and lose in the play-in game. And if you don't lose, then it's okay. Go ahead and lose to the Phoenix Suns. Either way, it's win-win for us.
So lose one, it's win-win.
Yeah.
But part of me, though, wants that competitive situation to happen. I want to see the Lakers versus the Suns. And the only way that happens is if they win tomorrow night.
Yeah. The only thing I want them to win is win the race to get out of the locker room at the end of the season and go home.
So I should just still stick with my burn in hell sort of thought process when it comes to the Lakers.
I would.
Yeah. A mantra. Will you join me in my chant?
Yeah.
Burn in hell.
Burn in
Lakers.
Lakers.
Burn in hell. Lakers. Burn in hell.
Is it time for a break?
Lakers. Burn in hell. Lakers.
It's starting to get like the sound of silence.
Lakers. You are interrupting our chant, and that is a religious prosecution, Phil. I think you'd be a little more sensitive to the beliefs and spiritual aspirations of others. I'm pretty sure you've just created a hostile work environment.
Yep.
Well, why don't we take it up with HR? Oh, wait, Jen's moved on.
Burn in hell, Phil.
Oh,
burn in hell.
I can't do that.
Why?
Yeah,
He's a Laker fan.
I don't want to see him burn in hell. He's Phil.
Well, we got to get him to burn in hell before he calls HR.
No.
Or else we're all in trouble.
No, he's in trouble because he's the one that put up such a hateful, shameful workplace environment.
Hostile work environment.
Yeah.
How about the burn in heck? Yeah, see, we say heck. Then we get burn in heck, Phil. Burn in heck, Phil. See? There you go.
Maybe.
That better. It probably keeps us out of trouble.
Could be.
Hefty Lefty says the Valley Medical Weight Loss specializes in non-surgical reductions,
Yeah.
Whoa. Do they?
I don't think I need that. I was over there today. And you mean that?
Yeah.
Can one
Sorry.
work that out? Can you do something to work that out?
What?
No.
Just
let it go, Phil.
Okay.
I was over at Valley Medical Weight Loss, got some of those metabolization, supplements and
The
stuff.
metabolizer.
Yes, you dropped your pants and said, stick it there.
No, Philkin, I'm actually talking about a sponsor right now. You want to shut the bleep right up? Because that you're not helping.
Burn in heck.
Yeah.
Phil.
No, back to hell. Burn in hell, Phil. I guess we'll just talk about that later then, I guess. Just the Tip says D-backs need a real baseball talent at the top. They can definitely win with the low payroll, but Kendrick needs to let an actual baseball guy run the draft and the minor leagues.
Yeah, I agree with you. There needs to be some drastic changes. I think Mr. Kendricks is getting kind of tired of being mediocre. However, on the other hand, Mr. Kendricks is not going to float, $200 million into a payroll to try to win a World Series, where the Dodgers have all these, unlimited resources, sort of like the New York Yankees. We've got to figure it out from here. We've got to figure out a way to put a good product on the field. Fans are going to be excited to watch. and get some actual, be relevant. Be relevant.
I'm curious, Randy, would you be okay since the Dodgers and the Padres have both loaded up financially and talent-wise? They are just loaded up. They are all in for this year and the Dodgers probably for a couple more years to come. Would you be okay if the Diamondbacks took an approach, silent, but an approach that they would wait this out? That they would wait for a couple of their players to get older or more expensive.
So be silent but deadly.
Yeah.
And then wait and then do what they do.
Yeah, I think any chance the Diamondbacks could be silent but deadly and hotbox both the Padres and the Dodgers, I'm on board with that. Yes.
Senior Wake and Bake says, "Go Suns, go Diamondbacks, and for now, go Warriors." Also,
go Warriors.
Go away, Phil.
That's a lot of goes.
Oh, that poor guy. I just now looking at that shot of Kevin Pillar.
Yeah,
it's even the rip at his Pillar on his face is crooked.
I got a note. Did his nose used to curve that way?
I have a feeling it did not. Yeah, 3 nasal fractures.
He went on was it a 10-day or 10-game IL? But he's probably going to be gone for longer than that. He's going to get some surgery on that.
Well, he's right now they're looking at options, getting different viewpoints on this injury and how best to go about it. It's possible to play with a broken nose, and then have surgery after the season. I don't know what he's going to choose to do. Right now he's on the 10-day IL. So that means 10 days from when it happened. And they might move him to the 30-day. We'll have to see.
I'd be out for the season.
Large Marge says, "Does Phil's back hurt? Because his front is killing me." No. Mr. Pringle says, "I'm rooting for the Suns, of course, but I don't see this ending well for them. But still,
tonight,
everybody all together, beat LA. Well,
beat
no,
LA.
I like ours better.
LA.
Burn in hell, Lakers. Burn in hell, Lakers.
Feels like it's time.
Shut the hell up, Phil.
Hey, there we go.
There it is. Burn in hell, Lakers. Shut the hell up, Phil. Fed Fan says, "I wish I knew about that face disease when I was a kid. I could have screamed, 'It hurts!' and then I would have kept my great aunts from squeezing my face cheeks."
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Charlie Boy says, "Jeffrey, the Lakers shall not pass." Phil, shut the hell up. Good Cat says, "That Burn in Hell Lakers song just went quadruple platinum."
I think it did.
That's what we do. That's what we do. He says, "What's happening, guys? Randy, how about giving us a nice Rise Up Red Sea?"
Rise up, Red Sea.
All right, we're going to take a break. We come back. We got a little more Major League Baseball for you. We're going to talk about where Remy Martin is going, and we've got a bunch of NFL to talk about, too. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Sorry to interrupt your jams, murder mystery podcasts, or motivational beach noises, but we got something else you might like to hear. It's called cash. That's the sound of an extra $250 after your first 10 deliveries with Uber Eats. That's right, an extra $250 on top of all the other cash you'll make during those first 10 deliveries. If that sounds good, visit t.uber.com/extra 250. Uber Eats, deliver with us. Limited time offer, terms apply. See t.uber.com/extra 250 for more details.
NASCAR Championship Weekend returns to Phoenix Raceway November 5th through the 7th.
A wild season of unexpected will culminate in Phoenix with drivers putting it all on the line for their shot
at earning the title of NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Featuring 4 championship races in 3 days.
Don't miss your chance to witness history from atop the grandstands as the action goes 5 wide into the iconic dog leg.
Or from up close with access to the fan-friendly infield experience.
Get your tickets to see the NASCAR Championship in person.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hurry, tickets won't last much longer.
Hi, this is Bruce Jacobs from my friends and former employers at ProCopy. For over 20 years, ProCopy has provided Arizona companies with the best office equipment available from companies like Ricoh. More importantly, they provide outstanding service after the sale with a 96% retention ratio and award-winning technicians. 3 years ago, they joined the Flex Technologies Group, an Arizona-based nationwide group of companies that share ProCopy's commitment to excellence. So if you have branches anywhere in the United States or just here in Arizona, you can get great personalized service even during the current climate. We use them here at the Fanatic and Money Radio KFNN, and they never disappoint because they remain a local company. They give back to our community by supporting ASU and the Thunderbirds through the Phoenix Open. The ProCopy Foundations has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. That makes doing business with ProCopy good for your business. Just give them a call at 602-PROCOPY. That's 602-776-2679.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Arizona Army National Guard, aired by the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Kyle Pitts, Jamar Chase.
The NFL draft is over. The teams have made their picks and reshaped their teams. Now comes the hard part. They've got to turn these rookies into NFL players. That means OTAs, training them, testing them, training camps, pushing them farther than ever before. We've got our eyes and ears on all of it. Listen to the latest on your exclusive home for the NFL. 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic.
It's David Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. And hey, Phil, did you hear the news?
No.
We have a new NBA coach of the year.
Yeah, coach of the year.
Yeah, and it's not the Lakers head coach.
Yeah,
couldn't imagine
it's Monty Williams of the Phoenix Suns. That's right. Congratulations, Monty Williams. This was voted on by his peers, and that's right. The league's 30 head coaches vote on the award, and so there you go. NBCA Coach of the Year, Monty Williams.
Yeah, the only other contender really this year probably would have been Tom Thibodeau for the New York Knicks on the other side.
Problem is nobody could spell his name, so there's no way he was going to win.
Yeah, they couldn't fill out the ballot.
Nah.
There's like 7 H's in
T-I. No, there's an H.
T-A-T-E-A.
And is it D-E-W or D-O-U-H?
Double B.
D-O-U-G-H.
W-G-H.
See what I'm saying? Nobody's going to vote for that guy.
Yeah, Monty Williams is pretty straightforward.
That and Monty Williams, just look at what this team has done this year. And remember, he showed up. Everybody's like, yeah, I like this guy. He seems like a pretty good coach as long as they stay out of his way. And look what happened. They stayed out of his way. And the new GM, too, he's worked out great. So the Phoenix Suns organization finally has righted the ship.
Yep.
And look what the waters we're sailing into. We're in the playoffs, number 2 seed.
And this is so wonderful. I don't even care what happens from here on out. I'm just happy my Phoenix Suns have made it. And they are once again a competitive team. They are relevant, and everybody needs to play them well and move on. Otherwise, they'll get burned. So
you don't
I
care
love
what happens from here on out.
I really don't. I just want to enjoy one game at a time.
What if 20 midgets with little wiffle ball bats came in here and beat the hell out of you just now? I think you'd care about
20
that.
midgets,
like 20 midgets. So it's like you're trying to.
I'm talking.
As soon as you pull one off and throw them, there's like 3 more have climbed up and are beating you. And it's like you can still stand there, but they're crawling all over you like spider monkeys, and they're beating you with the wiffle ball bat.
I could see that.
I think you would suddenly care. So don't say I don't even care what happens next, because that might happen next, man. And I think you're gonna care about it.
Okay. I can see the front door. There's no midgets with wiffle ball bats coming in.
Your peripheral vision is not what it used to be. They could come from that hallway right there.
There's only one way in this building, and that's the front door, and it's currently locked, and I'm looking at it right now.
What if they were let in by Dale Hellestray in the morning show?
Well,
come on in, little guys. I'll show you where you can hide.
Hey, Dale, since he got that nipple piercing and he's got that chain that Uncle Bruce holds in the morning.
He can't get far away.
He can't do a whole lot, and he's not even in the building right now. And see,
just never say never.
I live in the West Valley, and do you know how we have been infested with flies in the West Valley, and I can't even hardly sit on my patio. I am not exaggerating. I kill at least 50 flies every time I sit on my patio. So midgets with wiffle ball bats do not scare me.
I think they're a little bit better at fighting than flies.
No.
I am pretty sure you would go down so fast.
No.
Their little hands would be wrapped around your throat.
No.
They'd be beating you with those wiffle ball bats.
I don't think so.
Wouldn't there need to be multiple midgets with their hands wrapped around his neck?
How much money would it cost to get 20 midgets in here with wiffle ball bats?
Well,
more than you have.
More than you have.
You assume a lot, my friends.
Yeah. Well,
I just need to. I can probably write that off. On my taxes.
What do you think that they just all have a union? You'd have to hire them separately.
It's been harder to get them all in one room since the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, it is true.
Yeah.
It is true. That's a true statement. Yeah, since the Wizard of Oz, they've unified and they no longer work for those type of wages anymore. No.
You will have forgotten it.
Yeah.
But I will still be working on it, Randy White.
Mhm.
I will still be working on it.
Just keep this in mind. I know what your weak point is, and I can sway the midgets to go towards that weak point.
What is my weak
I
point?
am not
There's
going
no
to
such thing as a
reveal
weak point on
to
me.
you on the air or at any other time because I know what your weak point is. and
What's
I can,
my weak point?
I can attack you there.
20 midgets hitting on my wife?
In no time at all, I can hit you there in your weak point.
What is the chances? I mean, out of 20 midgets, one of them would actually make my wife go,
No, has nothing to do with your wife.
You have my attention.
Has nothing to do with your wife.
I don't have a weak point.
You keep that. You keep telling yourself that.
I'm pretty sure I don't have a weak point.
Now, my original thought was, I
Yeah.
don't care if the Suns are swept in the first round, which I highly doubt that's going to happen.
I think you're going to care a little bit.
I really don't, Phil. Do you know how long it's been since the Suns have been in the playoffs? I'm going to savor every moment from this point forward. Savor it.
I wonder if Willy Wonka's still around. I could probably get some Oompa Loompas.
Okay.
You're right, Baker's cocky hens.
Weak point.
I get 100 of them in here.
Weak point.
Booger Wolf says, man, you guys, I really hope the Suns pull off this first round with a victory. Just an FYI, the Suns have never made a playoff run being top 10 in offense and defense in the same year till now. Number 7.
Isn't that magnificent?
In both categories.
Isn't that magnificent?
Mr. Pringle says, congratulations to Coach Monty. Another year that LeBron doesn't win Coach of the Year or NBA Executive of the Year. And he should just shut up and dribble. Now, you lose me on that one a little bit, Pringle, but the rest I'm okay with. Good Cat says, breaking news, that song, Burnin' Hell Lakers, just got 2 more platinum awards, and the ASU football team also just scored 5 more rushing touchdowns on my beloved Wildcats.
Wow.
Says Good Cat.
Yeah, there's some power in that song right there.
If it was quintuply platinum before, now
did he say what did he say? Quintuply?
Pretty sure he's right.
Yeah, if it were that before, now that it's got 2 more platinums to its name, it's now sextuply platinum.
It's sexy platinum.
It is sexy platinum. I will say that.
FedFan says, congratulations, Coach Monty. Gila Bin Mike says, I hope LeBron and Davis clunk heads. Maybe some eyebrow hair will actually stick to LeBron's melon. And, by the way, Bad Religion has a great song called Los Angeles is Burning. Burning hell, Lakers, says Gila Bin Mike. I'll tell you guys what, if I see a sign that says Burning hell, Lakers, while I'm watching the playoffs, that's going to be, I don't know what we have to give away. I don't know what kind of prize we can give somebody. But if I'm watching the TV and there's somebody holding up a Burn in Hell Lakers, that means they're from the Daily Blender here on 15A The Fanatic.
Gotta be.
I would.
Well, we'll have to put together a super swag pack. That's number 1, swag pack. We've got to open the doors, break the lock on the old prize door. Radio Ron locked it up. We'll have to break the lock open and see what we've got in there.
Burn in hell, fakers. LeBron. That's what I think. The Berg says, go Suns. Fish Tank says, Randy, isn't Kevin Pillar now going to wear that helmet with the half face covering? Why are they not all wearing that? So this doesn't happen. Well, if you watch the pitch, he's actually kind of looking straight on at it. Yeah. And you see him, he's at bat. He's looking at it, he's like, oh, crap, it's coming. And he kind of leans back, but his face didn't turn. So even if it had the half face covering, not sure that would have saved him from the impact.
Still could have got
Randy, why don't they enforce and have everybody wear those grills in front?
That's what they didn't have that before. Why do they need it now?
Oh, because you saw Kevin Pillar's 7 different facial
is a rare occurrence that a guy takes a straight forward pitch right to the face. It doesn't happen that often.
Just because somebody's hideous and is looking for a free way to get insurance to have facial reconstruction doesn't mean.
I don't think that's Kevin Pillar.
I thought he was very manly and handsome.
So when it comes to these safety helmets that Phil wants all the baseball players to wear, nothing stops them from wearing protective gear. Yeah, they make that choice themselves.
Well, I don't know that the cages are allowed because of the amount of time that you have to just determine whether this is a ball or a strike, and if you're going to swing at this pitch and where the pitch is located, you have less than 0.3 of a second to make a decision on how to act on this.
I don't think he's talking about cages. I think he's talking about that little thing that comes down like this.
He said grills.
Like the grills in front of
like in the
helmet.
softball
Well, that's
helmets,
dumb, Phil.
Softball helmets.
That ain't going to work is what he's saying.
Yeah, I don't think that would be somewhat obstructive to their view and their reaction times. I don't think they're going to ever allow those. Mm-mm.
So over 100 years we've been playing this game, and over 100 years it's been fastballs at varying degrees of speed.
Yeah,
and every now and then somebody takes one to the face.
It was I believe in the 1960s, the late 1960s, when helmets were introduced to batters.
Yeah, they used to just wear regular hats up until then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's some guys that got their bells rang. Listen, the batting helmet, I think, is really all you seriously do need. There will be some unfortunate circumstances. Sometimes a pitcher takes a line drive right to the face. So sometimes these things happen. You can't just bubble wrap everybody in this damn game, though.
Why not?
Because there's a lot of guys who go their entire career without any problem like that.
Well, just because there are people that are safe doesn't mean that
Meaning most people go their entire careers without taking a 95-mile-an-hour fastball to the face.
It's part of the game, and they have evolved these helmets to a point where they have that shield that's around the front so that it doesn't hit them in the jaw. Yeah.
All I know is I don't want a fastball to the face, and if it were me, I'd be wearing a grill.
Then don't play Major League Baseball, Phil.
I don't.
I know you've been tempted.
I know.
But don't play the Major League.
Hey, you couldn't tell me I couldn't make the Arizona Diamondbacks roster now.
Today you could, yes. We all could.
I don't know.
I think we could probably make the Detroit Tigers, too.
Look, they stink, but they're still Major League Baseball players. That's all I need to say about that.
Chamoy says that is actually 2 faces hit this year. All right, a couple guys get hit in the face. It happens. Seriously, ask those guys. Do you want to wear a giant apparatus now? I bet they'd say, no, that's fine. This is just one of those things.
Dangerous. It's a weapon. It's a 90+ mile per hour fastball going at one area of your body that's not your tuchus.
I'm glad you're responding.
I
just won't.
I have nothing left for Phil. Sorry, participation trophy boy. Sometimes there is risk and danger in life, and that is the exception, not the rule. Yeah. So not everybody needs bubble wrap around their face when they play the baseball. Baseball is, it's
Were you about to say manly.
Least. No, I was going to say one of the least impact sports I can think of. Basketball is more of a contact sport. Yes. Football is more of a contact sport. Hockey is more of a contact sport. Hell, soccer is more of a contact sport than Major League Baseball, but for the 100-mile-an-hour line drives or pitches that could get out of control. And that is, again, the exception, not the rule.
See, this is where I take exception when Major League Baseball wants to put out a live ball. Already you have the opportunity. These balls, you talk about putting nets up for the populations down the left and right field line. There's a guy 60 feet, 6 inches away. And as some of these velocities of these baseballs off of these bats at 100+ miles an hour, pitcher has no chance. The pitcher has absolutely there is no responding. You have less than a tenth of a second to respond to a ball that's been batted in your direction. So, no, that's just part of the game. That's just the way it goes. You can't just, like Jeffrey said, you can't just cage everything up and just bubble wrap everybody. There's got to be part of the game has to remain true and pure somewhere. I don't like Major League Baseball making these live balls so we get more home runs and bat flips. I think it's horse crap.
So I think that in Phil's future, there might be children. Phil, are you? No. Someday you're hoping to have kids, right? Maybe part of your future.
No.
0 part of your future. No kids.
Got like a 3% chance.
Oh, all right. Well,
a 3%.
How many percent does that go up if we send you to Summit Male Medical?
That's not the problem.
Oh, okay.
I don't need a fastball to the groin area if that's where you're going with this.
I just see you as the parent or the godparent or the uncle who takes the kids and gets them ready to go out and play, and they end up looking like Ralphie from A Christmas Story, wearing that big old jacket like this. He's totally wrapped up, and he's got a helmet. He's got all kinds of stuff, and he can't barely even move or do nothing. Is that the way you want to protect everybody during everything? Because there's danger in all of our sports. There is danger in all of our lives. We just got out of COVID, and you're going to come at me with everybody should wear a full-on helmet with a grill on it to protect their faces from a fastball?
Look, if there's things that you can do to prevent it, then you should take those steps.
Yeah, here's what you do
to prevent.
Don't play.
That is not a good response.
That's the best way to prevent it. Don't play.
Randy just said, with the velocity that comes off the crack of a bat,
it can't get you if you're sitting at home.
Yeah, precisely.
Or just understand that is part of the game. It's part of the risk of stepping out on the field or stepping out onto the sidewalk or stepping into a car and driving.
You don't have the same chance of dying because of how a ball can come off the crack of the bat and hit you right.
There was an airplane that landed on the 202 this morning. Any weird crap can happen, Phil.
That's true. That's true.
You never know.
But you can at least look up. And when have some semblance of
you can watch the ball coming at your head.
Yeah. Could have been watching and seen that ball was curving that way and done something too. Sometimes you just don't have the time. Sometimes these things happen. But I want to try to get him on the show after he's healed up. And this is more of a funny story than it is like some probably nightmare that he's going to have. And ask him how he feels. Do you wish now that you'd worn full body protection and a giant helmet with a thing on it?
I didn't say full body.
Send these boys out there in bomb squad suits, right, Phil?
I didn't say full body.
A full face racing helmet made by Bell with one of those visors on. Yes. That's what you do.
Yeah, I think he'd probably say, no, this is just part of the game. Shemoy is right. Product of the game.
Look, if you want to make it part of the game, why don't you just paint a bullseye? Well, put them in full helmet gear. We'll compromise. And if the pitcher hits the bullseye on the side of their head, then the batter's already an automatic out.
That already happens when they do a big dance and a bat flip after they hit a home run. Then there's a giant bullseye on their rib cage.
And sometimes they miss their ribcage and hit their head, and then they're knocked out.
Or very rarely do they ever miss and hit a guy in the head. You send a message. You don't throw at the guy's head. You never throw at a guy's head.
Every now and again, somebody gets nailed, but it's not like every night we're like, another senseless death in Major League Baseball today. The death count is up to, what is it? Holy crap, Martha, 7,328. They've run out of people to play the game. Major League Baseball will be the death of us all.
Look, when I was in high school and I played non-pro, when I was playing non-pro, we had drills all the time about how to take a ball, how to get hit by a ball. You want to keep training and drilling on that, so it's second nature. You see a ball coming inside, you turn your back. You turn your back and you bring your shoulders up. That's what you do. Let the ball hit you in the back or in the buttocks or in the back of your thighs or whatever.
Right.
That's the way you take a ball. But you don't ever you can't predict every single ball that's coming at you. I mean, I've watched guys freeze up. It's just to memorize.
Deer in headlights.
It just mesmerizes them,
absolutely.
and they don't know what to do. They just freeze them. They forget all their training.
Navy Brad says, well, I guess for Phil, they could add airbags to the uniform. Baker's cocky hand says, yeah, it's like walking through Walmart and a dude without a mask sneezes. You duck, you weave immediately. You just, whoa, God. Do one of those things. He said, well, or maybe just everybody wears clear face shields like the football players do.
Sure.
Oh, no, that's a bad idea.
See, that's a bad idea. I think that's a very good idea. I've never said a full thing. I've never said an airbag. Where they go to slide.
We never needed this before. Why do you have to have this now?
Just because you've never needed it before doesn't mean. Okay, no. I disagree. Just because you never had it.
All right. Well, we've never needed the players to wear roller skates, but I think that they would move around a little bit quicker, and at least coming out of the bullpen, pace of play would speed up.
Now we're talking.
Severely Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Warning: this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Views Alto is the vape as unique as the back roads you ride. With Views by You, you can choose from 7 colors, 3 flavors, 3 nicotine levels, and infinite wrap designs. Make Views Alto a vape that is yours. In store now. Discover more at Views.com. Views. Charge beyond. Vapor products, underage sale prohibited. Website and offers restricted to age 21 and over tobacco consumers.
Hey guys, Jeffrey O'Brien here. And after hearing about all the success these other guys have had here at the radio station with Valley Medical Weight Loss, I finally joined in, and man, am I glad I did. I'm already seeing results. What's great about Valley Medical Weight Loss is how easy they make it to lose weight at any one of their 3 Valley locations, and they help you customize a plan that works for your lifestyle and, more importantly, your wallet. Get with them today and see what program works best for you. Mention Fanatic, you'll get your first week free. Check them out at valleymedicalweightloss.com.
You might not know it, but your small business IT systems can leave you and your customers vulnerable. At Affinity Technology, we provide peace of mind by ensuring your computer systems are working and are safe from hackers and outside threats. We solve technology problems for small business. No confusing tech talk or black box setups. If it plugs in, we work with it. Contact us today at atechaz.com. That's atechaz.com. Affinity Technology.
Sorry to interrupt your jams, murder mystery podcasts, or motivational beach noises, but we got something else you might like to hear. It's called cash. That's the sound of an extra $250 after your first 10 deliveries with Uber Eats. That's right, an extra $250 on top of all the other cash you'll make during those first 10 deliveries. If that sounds good, visit t.uber.com/extra 250. Uber Eats, deliver with us. Limited time offer, terms apply. See t.uber.com/extra 250 for more details.
Distracted driving kills in Arizona. Life is more important than your phone's beep. Stop the distracted driving, Arizona, please. Sponsored by the Arizona Chapter National Safety Council and the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, aired in cooperation with the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100 plus degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com. Harmon Solar is an REC certified solar professional.
The Fanatic.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. You can hear us on 99.3 FM, 95.9 FM in the East Valley, especially over there in the old Fountain Hills. Get that stuff in your teeth.
Yeah.
Turn on your water faucet, you hear us. That's what happens
There
in
you
Fountain
go.
Hills. Yeah.
There you go.
Always at 1580thefanatic.com. We have a very busy text line right now, a potpourri of things that we've been talking about.
That's the one with the T being silent, right?
I don't know. My mom used to. I used to see they'd say it in there, potpourri, whatever it was, potpourri, and she would cook some of that crap. You know, just a bunch of flowers, leaves, and the petals or whatever.
Like lentils or
and it would be like there's this thing. It heats it up, and it's supposed to like, oh, what a nice scent in your house. My mom overdid it. It was like, God, this is horrible. Did somebody die and we are trying to cover it up? Did we murder people and bury them? Or are they just like in the walls? Because this is horrific. I hated when she would burn that stuff.
Yeah.
Potpourri.
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 I think it's potpourri.
Whatever, man. I'm a man. I don't need to know how to say it. Yeah, it just burning crap in a little, I don't know, ceramic jar.
Sticks and twigs and flower petals and junk like that.
Yeah,
horrible.
I think potpourri is that stuff that you put in the toilet before you.
Now that stuff works.
Does it work, really?
Oh yeah. When I was at on the hunting trip a few years back, oh yeah, you shoot a little bit of that stuff in the old crapper, and when you're done doing your business, it smells like a fresh daisy in there.
Seems like a lot of work. It just, you just light a match.
No, it's
and
just
go
a
on with
couple
your
of
life.
Just a couple of things, man.
Oh, you would spray it. Oh, I thought it was like there's another version
it's
that
in the toilet, man.
Oh, it's
like
already in there.
droplets or something, Now hold on. You had a toilet where you were hunting?
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, they were in a cabin. They're not like animals.
Okay. Wow.
You know. Yeah, I've been camping with with a tent and a bucket with a the whole thing. But there's also listen, you get to a certain point in your life, Phil, where the creature comforts plus the great outdoors, you can have both.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Let me see if I can. I'll try to bring up I'll try to bring up.
We don't need to see the poopery.
I felt
the
very
cabin.
posh when I went to a Army surplus store and I got one of those toilet seat things.
Yeah.
And
for the bucket?
No. I actually got rid of the bucket. And
Good.
And I would basically dig a hole, and I would. It was like a little step stool, but it was a pooper. And I was using that, and I feel like I'm cheating out here. I'm feeling like this is not manly.
Feel like you're cheating?
Yeah, like I do it. The way man has always done it. A little squatty potty kind of thing going there. Just saying. Skoll says this entire show is pre-recorded, and Jeffrey just knows what we are going to say. That is actually true. We recorded this late last night. None of us wanted to be here, and I guessed what the texts might be coming into the text line. It's not even 4:20 yet, Skoll. You got up early. Hefty Lefty says Pacific Palisades burning right now. What's he talking about? Does that have something to do with the Lakers burning in hell? Or is that like a real thing? I think it's just Lakers burning in hell. Yeah. Fish Tank says, I think we would all agree that hockey is a manlier sport than baseball. And hockey phased out the players being able to play only, just wear that bucket helmet with no shield. Again, I don't know if baseball is there yet, but when everybody throws 100 miles an hour now, I wouldn't be surprised to see the half face guard mandatory at some point in the next 10 years or so.
Well, I think that's up to the batter. What do you feel comfortable with?
Well, that's a little scoop that comes down across your cheek and kind of goes like this, right?
Yeah.
You still have the ability to see. And all right, well, I guess.
I think it'll be more mandatory for the pitchers as we go forward.
What do you mean? For them to wear something like that?
Something like that. Whether or not it's that or a reinforced cap that they have on top of there to where they have
They already tried that. Pitchers hated them across the board.
Yeah.
They were clumsy and they didn't feel right. So,
by the way, the Palisades actually are on fire. There's a brush fire going on right
now. Wow, we made that happen, Randy.
We
got to be more careful.
We need to be very careful.
Yeah.
Moving forward here.
Chamoy says Suns are 12-1 to win the whole damn thing. The disrespect. King of Kitten says, hey guys, what's up?
Meow, meow.
King of Kittens, meow, meow.
Says in the football, the cage is called a face mask. In softball, girls wear them while batting. In baseball, players, well, if they're too macho to wear them, then whatever.
Yeah, that fake machismo, just for the sake of
Not
you didn't
fake
like it.
machismo. It's like for 100 years, they have not had so many incidences where you would think this would be a thing. And, I don't, if I went up to bat, I don't know if I'd want that. I like to be free and clear to just swing away and just not have to. I don't know. It's weird.
So the women doing that in softball, they're just all dumb. They just can't find the vision there for the ball at all. Or
women's faces are more important to them than the men's faces are to us.
100%. Yeah.
Yikes.
I know. I'm just saying, it's a true story. I mean,
if you're looking at the camera, you can see that's the cabin we stayed in when I
that's
went
no
turkey
cabin.
hunting.
That's a house.
Yeah, that's a mansion. That's a
Look at that.
glorified.
That's roughing it, guys. I'm sorry. That's roughing it right there.
Did you guys have heated pillows?
No, but we had
that's roughing it.
Wonderful place. Wonderful amenities there. Yeah. I'll show you some camp food later on.
Sometime, maybe I should get invited to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know why
we'll take you out
Dr.
there.
Max or it just doesn't send me a little invite.
I'm sure he will take you out there.
I don't like
Absolutely.
turkeys. I'll blow one away. Bam. I don't care.
Oh, well, you got to like them. That way you can eat them. See?
No, I like to eat them.
Yeah.
I don't. I think they've got an attitude.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
ready
vicious.
to shoot one right in the face.
They have an attitude.
Yeah, they're vicious creatures.
Yeah. Turkeys suck. Let's go get them. I'm in. Cold Trickle says, I umpired some men's league Sunday night, and I saw a pitcher take one right to the dome. That was not pretty.
Yeah.
See, it happens. It happens. But you think that person's now going to come back wearing full bubble wrap and football helmet?
Again, I'm not saying full bubble wrap. I'm not here advocating saying, hey,
sounds like you are.
Shut down MMA because it's too violent, whatever. There are certain inherent risks for each sport. Yes, I get it. But for certain things that we can help prevent for head injuries, I'm not saying you need to now have, butt pads or something made out of steel. So that way we can protect every inch of your body.
I don't need butt pads. My buns are steel.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're squeezing over there.
Exactly. This is exactly why I'm saying no added protection other than for the head, which is a very sensitive area where an eye can freaking pop out if a fastball hits you fast enough.
So when's the last time somebody's eye popped out playing baseball?
I'll look it up.
It's going to be something like in China or something.
Well, you know how it goes with this show. Once we bring it into the ether, it's like, oh yeah,
all
3
right.
days.
Yeah, now it's going to happen 3 days from now.
That's a real eye-popping fastball right there, Bob.
Senior Wakenbake says Phil just wants everybody to be like him, wearing his safety helmet for that jughead. In class, there was always one with the helmet on, and that's Phil. President Wallet says, I feel very confident that the players have the option to put on some sort of face guard if they want. That's what I'm saying. If they want to wear the face guard, let them wear the face guard. And besides, yes, President Wallet's right. The ball is bigger in softball. It's easier to see with the cage in your face. You put a cage in your face in baseball, that ball could disappear from time to time as you try to see through it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Rob Diz says, wasn't the cup invented like 100 years before the helmet?
Oh, yeah.
See, what's important, Rob?
Right.
What is important? They figured that out pretty damn quick, didn't they?
Nard guard was invented way before the helmet. Yeah.
Boogie says it's obvious we need more nets in the infield so you can protect the pitchers and batters from those baseballs.
We need nets everywhere. Yeah, I agree.
He says, by the way, the Detroit Tigers have turned things around. We're 7-3 in the last 10 games. We're a young, aggressive, hungry team on your way up. No, you're not. What you have is the opportunity to play some teams almost as bad as you are. And soon your record will reflect the truth about you. And listen, I have to say that same thing about the Diamondbacks.
All right. So in 2011, Atlanta Braves minor league manager Luis Salazar lost his left eye after being struck in the face by a foul ball.
Manager. He's just a dude standing over there. That's just a freak accident.
And saying
Find me a player in the game.
That's just a manager.
Yeah.
He just stands around. He doesn't do anything anyway.
Yeah, he was probably
What
on
the
his
hell
phone.
does he need his eye for?
Well, he wasn't at the plate. Anybody could have got hit by that foul ball. Someone in the stands. Now we got to put nets up in front of the dugout.
Aroldis Chapman in 2014 during a spring.
He
training
lost
game.
an eye?
Yeah, he was hit in the face by a line drive, and he was taken to the local hospital.
Did his eye come out?
He had a titanium plate inserted to stabilize.
Did his
it.
eye come out?
I'm sure it was on
No
the bridge.
No, you find me in a guy whose eye came out.
There's one in basketball in 2017.
No, I want you find me the guy in baseball whose eye came out. I don't want to hear about it. Just the tip says, considering you should never look at the pictures, Phil.
No.
Yeah. Considering how long the Suns have sucked and how high the expectations are this year, how would y'all rate this upcoming playoff series in Suns history? How can we know until we see it happen?
Well, yeah, we don't even know that it's going to happen. If for some reason the Lakers were to lose, and that's actually quite possible with Steph Curry playing the way that he's playing. If they were to lose and then the Suns were to be facing the Warriors, I don't think that they make it all the way to even the Western Conference Finals where they would meet the Lakers.
You mean the Suns or the Warriors?
He's saying that the Warriors would beat the Suns in a 7-game series.
Warriors or the Clippers.
Listen,
or
that's why.
they mean the
He's basically saying everybody would beat the Suns in a 7-game series.
This is the second season, man. That's why this is so exciting. Playoffs are always more exciting and more thrilling than the regular season. I mean, I was watching some of these hockey games last night. It's just way more active, a lot more drama, a lot more on the line with each goal. I mean, playoff basketball, playoff baseball, playoff football, it's all fantastic. And I have no expectations for this Phoenix Suns team. Just go out there, be you, and try to win the game. One game at a time.
Yeah, don't use Matt Nagy's slogan.
No, I'm
This is
sorry.
not the place for that.
Sorry.
Fed fan says, I played third base in a rec league. Thank God for fast reflexes when men were batting. By the way, Kevin, at least he wasn't a pigeon going against Randy Johnson. At least he had that going for him.
I know, Randy Johnson did.
So now Phil wants all the pigeons to wear little helmets. And
That'd actually be kind of cool.
They're going to fly around the stadium.
Some sort of bird protection, keep them off the field during a gameplay.
That would be a little cool. You don't lie.
Wow.
You just see pigeons with helmets flying around. That would be a little cool.
Yeah, that'd be a little bit. I mean, it depends. If it was like the
Yeah.
old style aviator helmets,
Yeah.
that would be cool. But if it's like a little football, baseball helmet,
I
that'd
wonder
be
if
weird.
the last thing that pigeon did was told, hey, Mike, watch this. I can run right in front of the pitcher and not get hit.
You can never make it across here. Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, watch this.
You're
watch
never
this.
going to make it. Look at the size of this guy. Not a chance.
National Institute of Health, baseball is the leading cause of sports-related eye injuries in kids under 14.
Yeah, well, the kids are dumb, though. I'm talking about Major League Baseball players. Can we just focus on what I asked for?
What are you going to do about what are you going to do about a hard hit ball in the infield, takes a bad hop, hits a guy in the face? Now, is he going to have to wear a mask out in the field too?
See, that again, these are instances where at least you have a shot, a chance to avoid.
You have a chance at the plate as well.
But
it's
you don't
called
have
turn around and put your back towards the baseball that's coming at you.
That's
fall on your ass and turn your back to the baseball.
I'm still saying though, if you're the pitcher, especially if you're the pitcher, you
identify
have no shot.
early, even if you look stupid and the ball is such a wild, crazy breaking pitch that it breaks over the plate, you're still safe.
So leave it to the super fans of the fourth dimension. Jiggy just sent over a photograph of a pigeon wearing a helmet.
God bless him.
Although that looks like a Kaiser helmet. So 9 on pigeon. 9. We need an American pigeon. Okay, come on, man. Come on now. Navy Brad says that dove that Randy Johnson hit. Name it Phil. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Senior Wake and Bake says Tuesday, May 18th. Phil lost an eye. Quickly throw something at Phil. Chamoy says Lakers lose in the first round. Oh man, your voice to God's ears, my friend. All right, guys, Radio 1 down. But I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I don't know what's happening.
You need a mask.
I'm good.
Ooh, a fondue set. Now I need to find a coupon code.
Not anymore, Susan. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout.
Wait, instantly?
It's called shopping smart, not hard. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer for free and let it do the work for you.
Don't mind if I fondue.
Haha, that's kind of cheesy. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100+ degrees. 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com. Harmon Solar is an REC certified solar professional.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher, back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. Are you seeing what is going on in the home buying market right now? Unbelievable. Not enough inventory, and there is a ton of demand. Some of these homes are getting 30, 40, 50 offers on them. How are you going to stand out? How are you going to differentiate yourself from the other buyers who are in line? I have a way. Use the Lund Mortgage Team. Lund Mortgage Team is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience right here in the Valley. They have a great reputation, and it is a trustworthy pre-approval. And on top of that, they are quick. That's one of the things. You got to come equipped and be ready to buy. So what you need to do is make that first phone call to 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940. Get that pre-approval going, and then get yourself ready to go buy that home of your dreams. Go online, lundmortgageteam.com, or call 623-875-9940.
Market Wrap host Mo Ansari talks about the dangers of emotional investing.
There's two things that people sell. One is greed and one is fear. Whenever you buy either one of those, you're going to end up getting burned because they are the epitome of emotions. And you've heard me say, whenever emotions take over, you're in trouble. If you don't want that to happen to you, give us a call. We'll be more than happy to do an objective evaluation of your portfolio. You'll find the right degree of risk, what you have in your portfolio, what you should have, depending on your age, depending on your emotional makeup, depending on your financial makeup, depending on what your objectives are. All of those things go in to determine the correct balance of portfolio. We'll do that for you. It is free. You have to at least get started.
If you're ready to get started, call pound 250 and say talk to Mo, or go to compact.com and click on the Get Started button. That's COMPAK.com.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor, funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA, SIPC.
Live from the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. This is KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time. Time for what? Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, broadcasting live from the Harmon Solar Studios. This is the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside my heterosexual life partner, Randy White. We got
Biff Stevenson.
You're Biff Stevenson on the YouTube feed, but that's it. You're not. No, I'm not calling you that.
Biff Stevenson, say it.
Nope, not doing it.
Hello, Biff.
I agreed to let you be Biff Stevenson on our video feed, but that's it.
My name is Biff Stevenson today.
I'm Captain
Thanks for filling in
Excitement.
for Randy today, Biff.
Yeah.
And I changed Phil to Cyril Figgis. Cyril Figgis. I don't know if you ever watched Archer or not, Phil, but you are Cyril Figgis. 888-368-1580. That's the Summit Mail Medical text line. And Radio Ron is on there. You heard us talking about, protecting baseball players. He says, hey, can we just have some nets at the radio station to protect me from Bruce Jacobs?
Yes, absolutely. We need more nets.
It would
more
have to be
nets is what we
tougher nets than what they have in baseball, I think. No, Phil, I'm not going to let you have Seductive Speedo as your name on
It's
this.
too late. It's already been done. It's accomplished. It is what it is.
Yeah, watch how fast I can change it. Here we go. Just going to do that. And
Phenomenal radio. Riveting.
Still says Seductive Speedo on
now
there.
it says that.
Oh, looking for work. There we go.
Let me get his LinkedIn. Yeah. 888-368-1580.
Filthy Phil at LinkedIn.com.
Yeah, there you go. That would get him a job somewhere.
Spinning the
Jiggy.
track.
Jiggy sends me another photograph. This time, that's an American pigeon. He's got instead of a helmet now, he's got a "Make America Great Again" hat. America, you went too far, America, too far. Rob Diz says the old man from The Sandlot lost his vision. Yeah, that's there's a player. He didn't go down like that because of playing ball. And James Earl Jones in that movie.
Baseball.
No, that's Field of Dreams. Phil.
Baseball, Roy.
He said, here's a funny story. So we had a practice before picture day during Little League, and I lost the ball in the sun. Pow! Square in the eye. So I had an awesome shiner for that picture.
Yeah. There's been several times I've fouled balls off. Hey, you just really top it. You hit it right directly down, and it's come back and caught me under the eyebrow here, and you get a big shiner. Yeah, that's happened to me many times.
Tight. Fish Tank says Mike Trout, he's gonna be out 6 to 8 weeks. Oh boy. Well,
calf strain.
Try again next year, Angels. He said, while we're trying to drive Randy crazy about the unwritten baseball rules, did you see the big fella from the White Sox hit a bomb on a 3-0 pitch while up by it was more than 10? I think it were 15 to something, 15 to nothing. And it was one of those things. It was a position player. It wasn't even actually a pitcher.
Yeah.
It was a position player, and he could have just let the inning go. But he saw this juicy meatball. It was a 3-0 pitch, and he's just like, I gotta hit it, and he did. Took out a home run on him. So, what do you say to that?
Was it a grand slam, or was it just a solo home run? Or
I saw the video. I didn't notice who was on base when that happened.
Well, still, if you're up 15 runs, what was the inning? Was it like early or late in the game? I didn't see what you're talking about, so I don't have all the details.
Yeah, I saw it in passing, Fish Tank. Why don't you give us some more details on that so Randy then can have an opinion?
Yeah. I mean, look, if it's late in the game and you're up 15 runs and the other team has got a position player that's pitching, you don't go up there looking to hit a home run. I'm sorry. You just don't do that. That's just the way it is.
Here's an update for you in the NBA play-in game in the East. The Pacers putting a hurt on the Hornets right now, 45 to 26. Yeah, they just started the second quarter a little bit ago.
Wow.
The Skull says, this just in, aliens on the dark side of the moon just confirmed the Suns are going to the Super Bowl. So there you have it, Phil. I don't know how you can even have any hope for your Lakers going forward.
Yeah, I mean, those aliens, they are forecasting and psychics, if nothing else. So it's looking pretty grim.
Yep. Against the Spread said, I had a friend going up that had a glass eye due to a baseball injury. He would have fun with it, take it out in class. We'd play catch with it. He'd also take it out and roll it in the parking lot if somebody bumped into him. Like, just to mess with him. I knew a guy had a glass eye in high school, and none of what you just described was he cool with.
There was a story on ESPN this past weekend about a player that tried to take his life, and he had lost his right eye.
That doesn't count.
Well, he had lost his right eye, but he's back to playing, and he's playing with one eye.
Yeah, see, Phil, even if it happens, self-inflicted or otherwise, still can play. Because baseball's not that hard.
Jeez.
Wow.
Way to alienate yourself from both of us.
Dude, that's it. We're going to the batting cages.
Grenade.
Son.
Grenade.
Way to upset me and Biff.
Fed fan says the pitcher was a catcher, and the pitch that he hit was only 47 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Fish Tank says it was the 9th inning. So now he hits that home run, whether there was anybody on base or not, didn't matter. It was like, I don't know how many outs there still were, but
I don't think it's a big major issue. If it was like a grand slam, they probably would take issue on it. But
I'm sure he really was like, I couldn't help it. I
Yeah.
couldn't help it.
Yeah, are you kidding me? If I'm going up there and I see a nice juicy meatball being lobbed over to me, I got some incentives in that contract. I'm
Here's
going
me
for it.
running the bases. Hey, sorry, Matt. It's contract year. Gotta sorry.
Contract
Gotta get them stats. Just a tip says Jeffrey Randy, without letting Phil know, could one of you find out if he was one of those kids that was walked around on one of those kid leashes? Did you ever have a kid leash on you?
I did.
Oh, yep, he was. He says might explain some of his save the children with bubble wrap perspective. All right, are you bleeping me? Did you actually have the kid leash
I did.
on you? Your mom had a kid leash on you.
Yeah, we went to Disneyland. My mom was a single mother. There were stories at the time of that guy who stole a kid, dyed his hair in the bathroom, and so she was a little scared.
Yeah, nobody would ever think to bring scissors, right?
Yeah.
If I were going to kidnap a kid, maybe I shouldn't give people ideas. I just
probably not your best PR work.
I
no.
would cut the leash, tie it around another kid, and then your mom would reel in a whole new person.
Wow.
Who's to say that wasn't what happened in the first place?
So that's how they ended up with you.
Mm.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, I'm sorry, but if you aren't good enough to stop me from stomping you, you suck. No participation trophies or following unwritten loser rules.
I completely agree.
If I'm up 20 on you and I'm not stopping, that's right. If you figure out how to stop me. I hated little league games with run rules. Man up, it's 2021.
I've always wondered though. I'm all for that, but do you guys have a younger age mercy rule? Like if you're beaten up on
It's
your
not
own
even
kid-
about the kids. It's about letting the poor parents go home. All the parents got to sit there and watch this. It's like, yeah, most parents are good for about an hour. After that, you're like, I got bleep to do. We got to go.
Yeah.
Let's kill. Like you see
call
parents
it.
doing that.
Yeah.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying you're playing your kid in Madden. Do you run up that score? Or
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Oh, of course. That is different. That is different. Yeah, Baker's Cocky Hens also says, by the way, it's been 101 years since a player actually died from an on-field injury. 101 years.
Yeah, and there's guys that have been struck by lightning and still lived.
Yeah. Or that one guy got hit by lightning in his batting
Catcher's-
helmet or whatever it was.
catcher's
Oh,
mask.
that's right.
He
It
was a
went
catcher.
all the way about 20 feet
Yeah.
past the
And
pitcher.
he lived.
Yeah.
You know.
So lighten up, Buttercup. Let's play some baseball. He'll Ben Mike says, does Phil need a cork on the end of these fork like Rupert and Dirty Rotten Scoundrels? Well, I'll go to the bathroom. Yes, you may. Thank you. You haven't seen Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. You must see it. Stephen Martin and Michael Caine and that other gal. I don't know who else she is. Kyle G says players started wearing ankle guards and gloves and leg guards. They'll choose whether or not they want to wear the face guards, Phil.
Yeah.
But I think these modern players are more willing probably to do that now than you might think. Well, that's why you started to see some of the batting helmets with a little swoop on it. So-
Yeah. There's a lot of guys wearing that jaw guard on their batting helmet.
I just don't see the reason why if you can add a little bit of safety for those things that you cannot predict, you cannot get out of the way for, why not do it unless it's I look so silly. Oh,
Hefty Lefty, I'm just going to ignore it because it was dumb, right?
Yes.
You think any of the players, that's why, I don't want to look silly. No, they don't want to wear something that might make it harder to see the ball coming in at them, Phil. That's
if you
what
have
it's
a helmet,
about.
what's the point of it? What you know? I mean, it just boom, it pops up, and then you
Okay.
catch it.
I don't even know how to explain this to you. The ball in baseball is way smaller, and that little line that's in the mask, if you put your two fingers up like this right now, and you kind of move your head up and down, you can't see my head sometimes. Now imagine that line is thin, but also so is the baseball. It's the same effect. So as you're batting, you got like some sort of a grill going across your eyes. You can lose the baseball in that.
Maybe we should talk to Dale about this and see what chain link mesh would do.
Yeah, I bet Dale wore an open like nothing right there in his football helmet.
Oh, the one
I would
line,
imagine.
like a
Yeah.
March
Just
star.
one thing
Yeah.
right there. Lost Toby says Kevin Pillar is going to wear that guard for a while, just like Stanton did. Well, in his case, yeah, he's going to need a little protection to heal. He says, by the way, I'm trying to go to the oh, that was from earlier. Sorry. That was not my text to read. Baby Got Dak says, hi, guys. My mom was struck by lightning. She lived.
Congratulations.
The grandkids call her the electric granny.
There you go.
Wow. When did that happen? Was it when she was a grandma or when she was just younger and everybody remembers that? Good Cat says, is Millennial Phil trying to change the great game of baseball again?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know it could snow so much in the studio. Snowflake.
Yeah.
Baker's Cocky Hen says 30 runs. Sure. But I've seen Little League games with so many errors. You get 15 in one inning. I made a mistake of letting my kids win at last second in Madden with a random missed tackle. Now they don't realize I let them win 10 years later. One time I was up on my bro-in-law 100-0 in Madden before he finally rage quit.
Wow.
Flying Monkey says, looking forward to Laker Nation sweating out tomorrow night. That ought to be interesting. Memo to LeBron James. Hey, shut the hell up and play basketball instead of whining like a little bitch with a skin knee. Nobody cares. Yeah, well, if you're talking about what's on the court, you're correct. Navy Brad says, is today's show Rip on Phil Day? No, we're just having an argument about the content. He's just ripping on Phil for no good reason.
No, we like Phil.
Yeah. I got no problem with his stupid face. What?
I think the Go to Hell Phil might be where that might have originated.
No, we never said Go to Hell Phil.
We sang it. We chanted
No,
it.
no.
We said burn in hell Lakers, shut the hell up Phil.
Yeah.
There was no Go to Hell Phil.
There was one Burn in Hell Phil.
Listen, it was a process, and we came to a final
it's part
agreement.
of the songwriting process.
Our mantra is burn in hell Lakers, shut the hell up Phil. See?
Yeah, it's like an Eagles song.
I mean, it's not the same as burn in hell. I didn't know. You're sensitive. Baker's Cocky Hen says, my aunt's boyfriend was struck by lightning on the zipper of his pants.
Oh,
he did not live.
Oh,
that's like when.
How was her mouth?
Oh, that's like there's something about Mary.
Oh, roll around on the ground. Should be fine. Sorry, baby, got Dak. Lost Toby says Steph Curry going to drop like 50 tomorrow.
Could be.
Just the Tip says Napa Rob is oddly silent with all the vitriol being tossed at Phil today. As much as I respect Phil's computer-like knowledge of sports, I also revel in his ability to make himself that guy.
Computer-like knowledge of sports. I love that.
Speaking of LinkedIn, I'm going to put that on my resume.
That's what you need, man. That would be perfect. I'm Phil Amrine. I have a computer-like knowledge of sports.
And I worked in the Daily Blender up till May 18th. Shooter McGavin says, Phil, okay, no, I'm not going there. Come on, Shooter. Fed Fan says, that was bad, Jeffrey. Yeah, but you laughed. You know you did. Cardinal Art says, I need a stiff one, please. No, sit down, Phil. Whiskey. Finest whiskey and a report on the planes landing on the freeway. Yeah, we had a plane crash into the freeway last week. And then this morning, somebody landed a plane on the 202 actually successfully, which is, from what I understand, did it hit any cars? I mean, that's a miracle that nobody was hurt in that.
I didn't see that it hit anything. It just it was having mechanical difficulty. He had to set down, and that's what he did. He landed the damn thing right on the freeway.
Man, he's lucky that that ended as well as it did.
Mm-hmm.
Good Cat says about the guy, God must have hated that guy's wiener. or he had just, told a horrible lie. Baker's Cocky Hen says, it was before my time. And like you always say, never too soon. Helaman Mike says, wasn't there a pitcher that got struck by lightning and stayed in the game? Yeah, we did it as a big Georgia sports history thing.
Yeah.
So the plane landed in the HOV lane, and the right wing came into contact with the median wall.
I bet it did.
And the left wing struck a cement truck.
So was anybody hurt?
No, minor damage.
Yeah, I did hear from ADOT that the pilot was ticketed for illegal use of the HOV lane because he was the only one in the plane. So that is another $500 ticket for that guy.
Plus, I bet his speeds were off the wall.
Well, by the time the cops got there, you can't prove nothing. Napa Bob says, a brief response from the three of you is Tim Tebow, the real deal at 33, trying out for the Jags. And after being out of baseball for 10 years is a mediocre baseball career. Don't understand what you're really saying there, the way you typed it, but I think that was a couple of questions. Is Tim Tebow the real deal at 33, trying out for the Jags? No, not at all.
No.
And after being out of the, I think he's been out of football for 10 years as he played some mediocre baseball.
Has he been out of football that long? Has it been 10 years?
7?
It's been 7. It hasn't been 10.
Yeah. I can't see a guy going out and being a tight end on a National Football League team who's never played the position before. If he has, it must have been in like high school or something like that. Yeah. So for a guy to go out there, yeah, okay, he was a great athlete, Heisman Trophy winner. He had all the athleticism you could ever want, but he insisted on trying to be a quarterback at the NFL level. People tried to get him to be a tight end. Now, I think at 33, he's aging along. Time is passing him by, and he's probably hearkening back to, gee, did I make a mistake? Can I still play football? Because he loves to play the game. I know. I'll go out and try to be a tight end. That's my opinion on why he's doing this. Otherwise, it's just absolute lunacy.
Yeah, Jeffrey, you can thank Arizona Sports Angels can personally thank me for $20 because Baker's cocky hands and me have a bet going on that one, he won't make the team. But even if he were to somehow do it and Urban were to finagle and have another guy lose his job over Tim Tebow making the team, he would have to catch 5+ touchdowns on the season or throw 5+ touchdowns.
Which side of that are you on?
I'm on the anti against that. I do not believe
it ain't going to happen. And I think Urban Meyer is feeling the heat because he's been like, well, we're going to make a decision about this here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Because I think he's feeling heat from the locker room. He's feeling heat from the fans.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, listen, we get it. White privilege. But man, on display like that, too much, Urban.
You know what? This is a great.
By the way, Urban, your name is white privilege.
That's true.
Who names their kid Urban? Urban Meyer?
And gets away with it. With a name like Urban, you have to be good at whatever you do in life, or else you will just be mercilessly pounded.
Yeah. Or like, remember Oral Hershiser.
Ooh.
Oral Roberts?
Oh, I thought we were talking about Urban again.
Bruno Baller says Theo Epstein's available. Maybe the Diamondbacks could look him up.
What do you mean? He's actually working as a consultant for Major League Baseball now.
Yeah, he's not necessarily available.
And I don't think the Diamondbacks want to pay the kind of price that he would command.
He's going to be worth a lot of money.
So why not the Diamondbacks? Watermelon says, there goes Phil with the snowflake mentality. Everyone should wear a safety helmet all the time.
I think Phil's heart is just he don't
want anybody to get hurt.
Is there an opportunity to prevent unneeded injuries?
Unnecessary critical injuries too. Like, somebody suffers a broken wrist or something because they get hit by a ball. Okay. Like that's part of the game. They go and get a broken tuchus because they take one to the cheeks.
Wait, what?
Whatever.
Is he talking about his quarterback in Denver that took his guy?
That even works that way. Santan Scott says, speaking of balls in your face. Whoa. Oh no. He says, has anybody ever foul tipped the ball into their face?
Oh yeah.
Like Randy just said he did.
I've done it. Yeah, it's happened many times.
I don't know if I've ever actually hit myself in the face on the foul. I didn't play the kind of baseball Randy played.
You just cannot understand. You cannot really appreciate when you foul a ball off your foot or off of your shin or your ankle.
Oh yeah, done that.
And then you cannot understand how fun it is to get one right back in the kisser. When you foul it off the ground and it comes straight back, maybe it hits the plate and comes right back at you and hits you and gives you a shiner. I cannot explain to you how fun that is.
Hefty Lefty says, I thought Epstein was dead. Oh, no. You're thinking of the guy that was going to talk about Hillary.
Yeah,
that's just somebody completely different.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a break. We come back. I'll get caught up on this text line, but then we got other things we got to talk about. This is the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Ooh, a fondue set. Now I need to find a coupon code.
Not anymore, Susan. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout.
Wait, instantly?
It's called shopping smart, not hard. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer for free and let it do the work for you.
Don't mind if I fondue.
That's kind of cheesy. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary.
Chances are the technology you work with every day is an afterthought until it isn't working. Technical problems can throw a wrench in your day, but computer security issues can expose you and your customers to serious risk. Affinity Technology builds custom IT solutions that help small businesses thrive. No system is too complicated. If it plugs in, we work with it. Affinity Technology runs Arizona businesses. Contact us today at atechaz.com. That's atechaz.com. Affinity Technology.
Does your company need bonds? Hi, this is Dave McKee, president of Constructors Bonding, inviting you to learn how our team can deliver better bonding than any competitor anywhere. Our relationships with every major surety get you the credit you need fast, and we never stop working to exceed your expectations. Call me personally at 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929 to learn how Constructors Bonding is your solution to better bonds.
Thank goodness it seems like the worst is over, but is your business back to pre-COVID numbers? Hi, Bruce Jacobs here to invite you to take advantage of a great opportunity to promote that you are open and ready to serve with our affordable Open for Business advertising package. You'll only spend hundreds but reach thousands of potential new customers. Just go to 1580thefanatic.com, click the link for the Open for Business package. This offer will not last long. The Open for Business package on 1580 The Fanatic. Now let's all get back to business.
Hey guys, Jeffrey O'Brien here. And listen, we've all been hearing about Valley Medical Weight Loss for quite some time now. We've been hearing about how easy they make it to lose weight and keep it off. And we've been hearing about how convenient it is to visit one of their 3 Valley locations. And we've heard these other guys on the radio station here have success. Yeah, I've heard about it too. So I've joined in and I've already lost 6 pounds in just a couple of weeks. I am so glad I gave Valley Medical Weight Loss a try, and you will be too. Check them out at valleymedicalweightloss.com. And remember, mention Fanatic and you'll get your first week free.
The Tampa Bay Bucks, Super Bowl 55. Super Bowl 55 is in the history books, but we are kicking up our feet and waiting. The 2021 season has begun. And there's already been a lot of action because the NFL never takes a nap. Free agency, pro days, hirings and firings, the draft, training camp, and more. We will keep you in the know with all the news, insights, and analysis. Football is always in season here. Your exclusive home to the NFL at Super Bowl 56, 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's 2 home for sports. I've decided I do not like the play-in tournament.
Really?
I like the idea that if the Warriors and the Lakers played, whoever loses is done for the season. I don't like that they then get another chance at it. This kind of seems I don't like that. I want it to be one and done. Boom, boom, gone, and let's move on with the playoffs. By the way, when do the playoffs officially start? When is the first game for the Phoenix Suns in the playoffs?
Isn't it Friday night?
No,
it's not this Friday.
No,
night.
I don't think so. I think it's
because it's going to take a few days to get through this play-in tournament, right?
Let me look.
Yeah, I'm sure we got a schedule on here.
I think
somewhere.
it's this Friday night, Friday or Saturday night. I'm probably wrong, but that's I seem to remember hearing that.
So, get caught up on the text line while that is checked out. Mr. Wilbur says, let's talk about the over versus under a number of times that Anthony Davis will be barely scratched or touched on a foul, but yet he'll fall over under and run off the court, writhing in pain. I'll set the over under at 4.
Not sure about that, but Saturday is the first round of actual playoff games.
Saturday. There you go.
So here's what's going to happen now with the fakers. There's no more faking. This is going to be teams playing their hearts out, trying to keep alive and stay alive and move forward in the playoffs. So if you see Anthony Davis legitimately, injured, that there's no faking. There's no reason for it at that point. No. Same thing with LeBron James. These guys are trying to achieve, kind of the unthinkable, going from a play-in to go and then all the way up and win the actual finals. That would be something right there. But yeah, nobody is going to be faking injury. I think now they'll flop. Don't get me wrong. They will flop in the next week. But no, the injury thing, there's no more reason for anybody to fake an injury at this point.
No, if you're faking an injury now to get some rest, yeah, you need to rethink your occupation.
Priorities.
Yeah, you think your occupation.
Hefty Lefty seems to think that the Suns actually play Sunday. So does the actual playoffs start Saturday, but the Suns play Sunday?
Correct. The first playoff round of the playoff series begins with Mavericks, Clippers, Trailblazers, Nuggets coming out of the West on Saturday. Of course, we got Heat and Bucks, and then whoever the Nets want to play on the play-in tournament. And then Sunday is when the Suns play whoever they do.
Gotcha. Jeff Van Gundy says first round Sunday on the Sun. We gotcha. Fed Fan says, I can't fault an ex-pro athlete still wanting to play. No, I get it. I don't fault Tim Tebow for wanting to play, but he's not in any kind of a situation where anybody who is in player personnel or even this head coach saying, yeah, come on, let's try out. And hey, we signed him to a contract. He's going to play. All right, come on, man. Yeah, that's just I mean, listen, he's suffering the consequences. I don't have to say nothing more about Urban Meyer because his own locker room is probably turning on him right now. Fed Fan says, is this Hornets Pacers game the 7-8 teams or the 9-10? These are the 9-10 playing right now
out of the East.
Yeah. President Wallet says, all right, safety items have been added. They are just optional. So the players can still do whatever they need to do, but they're not being told they have to use them.
Sure.
So isn't that good enough for you, Phil? That they have the option of having on whatever they want to have on.
I think
it's not a macho thing that keeps it off. It's actually a ability to play thing.
I think it's for the hitter. Yes, that's optional, whatever you want to do. But I think for the pitcher, it should be mandatory. I don't care if it feels funky. I don't care if it does something else. The fact that it can cause serious injury is alone enough for me to say it's mandatory.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't join you on that one. Just the Tip says, dude died of a lightning bolt to the crotch. Ex-wives everywhere are dancing. Yeah, I would bet you're right. King Kitten says, there's this classic Ricky Henderson story where he's talking to another player and he says, I used to play with this guy who wore a helmet in the field like you do all the time.
I don't get it. Yeah, well, there was a guy, was it John Stenerud? Was that his name?
He actually wore a helmet.
He played
in
first
the field.
base, and he had a kind of what the base coaches wear now. He had a helmet that he wore all the time.
But it is a soft spot from being a baby, never go away. So
no,
you had to wear a helmet.
That's just the way he was. It's the way he went about his game. It was an excellent player, excellent hitter, and he was an excellent first baseman. But he was just a guy that wore a helmet all the time.
Kind of weird, but you know what? That's your head. You do what you want, long as it's okay by the rules.
I had no problem with it. Yeah.
Navy Brad says no cars were hit by the plane this morning. All right. Against the Spread says, as a St. Louis Cardinals fan, I hope Albert does well for the LA Dodgers. Albert Pujols.
Yeah.
And to hell with the California, Anaheim, LA, Orange County, Angels, whatever you call them. Why do they treat him so dirty? Why did they find out he's also collecting Social Security and expose his true age?
Maybe not. Maybe they figured they could clear some money off of the salary cap or not salary cap, but off of the the payroll, and maybe they're setting up to bring in somebody else. You don't know.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think I'd hesitate at legend of the game. I mean, he was kind of Mike Trout before Mike Trout. If you look at his early season stats, they compare favorably to what Mike Trout has produced in his early career. But he wasn't necessarily synonymous with the Angels. I think when you look back at his career, you'll probably identify him more with the St. Louis Cardinals than with the Angels.
Definitely.
So I don't know that what the Angels then owe him as a legacy player, really.
I think his legacy is his name is Pujols. Screaming Eagle says Colts are going to win the AFC South this year. Just believe. Well, thank you, Bronco fan, for saying that.
Yeah.
Did you ever doubt that? Do you still believe that?
Oh, yeah.
Mandatory, right?
The division is just a mess with the Texans and the Jaguars. I mean, I do have a little bit of a fear of what the Jaguars could be, but seeing Urban Meyer screw up so early in his tenure, I'm not too worried about it yet. Jeff Van Gundy says Anthony Davis is going to flop all over the damn place. He exaggerates contact so much, might as well be faking injuries anyway. Senior Wake and Bake says, Have a plastic bubble ready for Phil so he can protect him and, well, maybe it'll protect our ears too. So if we put you in a plastic bubble, it'd be like this.
Well, isn't he sort of already in a bubble?
Say, technically, I'm in my own.
He'd be like Kenny from South Park.
Yeah.
Cold Trickle says, I wear a cup every day. You never know, Phil.
Yeah.
You never know.
Hey, you never know when go out with padding.
Random Texter says the dude's name was John Olerud. He wore the helmet while playing
John
defense
Olerud.
because he had a brain aneurysm.
Oh, is that the story behind it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Boomer Sooner says, good day, Blender. Not trying to sound old, but I just got my golf cart to cruise the club there. Hey,
There we
Randy,
go.
how about a cold one for the new Boomer Sooner Cruiser?
There you go. And Boomer Sooner, Boomer Sooner, Boomer Sooner, Boomer Sooner Cruiser.
Cards Chappie says society is becoming far too risk adverse. Take some of the thrill out of the important things like sports, adventure.
Yeah.
I don't know, life.
Again,
danger.
Again, so we're going to be calling the women, the fine women athletes who play softball, just boring and risk averse.
There is a big difference between seeing a giant softball coming at you than a small baseball, and then you can see the big softball through those helmets. There's a huge difference.
Yeah, there's a huge difference in the size as well because of how big that ball is. It's not going to do as much damage because the circumference of where it hits.
I beg to differ with
Have you ever played softball with girls? They are vicious.
They are vicious.
They'll kill you.
No, I know, but I'm saying that.
Well, and what about soccer players? They don't wear anything but some measly little tiny shin guards. I mean, should they start masking up too? Have you ever been in front of a soccer player kick a soccer ball?
There's a reason they all stand there with their hands over their junk.
Absolutely.
But the ball's not as hard, and then plus it's not coming at you, and it's a bigger ball, so it's spread out at a bigger circumference. So whenever it hits you, it's going to be more spread out.
It can cause a concussion.
Sure, but not it can't cause death.
Oh, I beg to differ with you there too. If it hits you right, hits you on the nose, drives your nose up into your brain, dead.
I don't think that's I'm about to guarantee you that's never actually happened.
Right there. Just like a bag of rocks. Right there on the ground.
You hear how that guy died? Yeah, how did Todd die? He was playing soccer. I didn't know he was a daredevil. My God. Yeah, the insurance will pay out. They're like, well, how did he die? Soccer? Whoa, that's not a part of his policy.
We're not paying that.
Crazy. Booger Wolf says, Randy, let's drink to his son's victory, my friend. Pour him up, doggy.
All right.
Yeah, you guys are going to be pouring them up soon enough.
Pour him up, doggy. I like that. I never heard that term before, Booger Wolf.
All right.
Pour him up, doggy.
Like it.
Napa Bob says, is Large Marge a coal barge on the Great Lakes or a shut-in? Large Marge, the river barge is what we like to say.
Yeah.
No, you're talking about Napa Bob. Viva Las Toby. I haven't seen a single person have a positive take on Tebow, which makes me want to be on him. I can't remember another universal sports consensus like this. Well, Tim Tebow, you know what? Let's be fair. He did better in baseball than we would have. But he still wasn't that great. He did better in football than we would have, but he still wasn't all that great. And now,
well, he was great in college.
All right. Well, a lot of people are great in college and high school, weren't they? Calling Matt Leinart.
Yeah.
So,
but we're talking about professional.
Let's talk about Tim Tebow now at an advanced age, expected to play a position he's never played. Just because he thought it might be fun, and Urban, whose neighbors thought, we could carpool, it'd be great. Somebody's drinking. I'm saying somebody's drinking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what his motive was to go out and try to play. I'm just assuming this is a guy who's 33, and he just decided that he's going to give one last shot at playing at the NFL. It's been his dream to be an NFL quarterback. I mean, he grew up with that dream,
dead.
and so. Well, it might be dead, but does that mean you have to stop? And last time I checked, we weren't in China or we weren't in Moscow. This is a free country, and if you want to go out for a football team, you can go out.
I think that there are multiple people more deserving and
that
far
might
more
be true.
able to affect a team that
then let due process take course.
Well, we can't
and let him go out there and get his ass cut.
Well, he's not, because Urban Meyer's pulling favorites and just depriving others of opportunities that they should be able to get.
Urban Meyer's probably doing a solid for a friend, and he probably understands that Tim Tebow is not going to make the football team.
Hamilton Porter says, yeah, getting hit with a baseball is not so bad. Ask Aroldis Chapman or Kevin Pillar. Nobody said it wasn't bad to get hit. We're just saying that there's no need to put a full-on helmet on everybody just because a couple of guys get hit. It's not as common an occurrence as you might think it is. That's all we're saying.
Why do we put a helmet on the kicker or the punter? It's not like they get
I don't
hit
know. They're
every
not
time.
real football players anyways. You're not going to get any argument out of me on that. Bite Mike Kebab says, I think Phil might have a point. I see it now. A Spaceballs type Darth Vader helmet all batters have to wear. It would add another level of difficulty for the batter. It's another source of entertainment for the fans. Hey, good job, Phil.
See, you guys are just so
bobblehead night would be a blast.
Exactly. You guys are so against change. If you embrace it,
Nobody's
let's go next.
against
Let's
change.
go forward with it.
Nobody's against change. As a guy who stood in the box against 90-mile-an-hour fastballs, I can tell you it's hard enough to pick up the ball and see it with 0.3 of a second and make a decision to swing than it would be with a damn screen in front of you trying to figure out where the ball is.
We have the technology. We can do
We
this.
don't have
We can
that
certainly
good
do this.
of technology.
I mean,
Navy Devil says basketball players should wear air casts on their legs so no one breaks their ankles or their legs or anything. Fish Tank.
a lot of them do.
Yes, thanks for that. Chamois says Phil's the type of dude to wear a condom when he goes to sleep. Baker's Cocky Hen says Jags will win 8 games this year. What do you say to another $20 bet?
Wow.
Who is that aimed at?
I think that's you.
Yeah, it's not me.
I think that's you right there.
I just said they're the team. I'm not completely certain on what kind of team they're going to be. So I don't want to do a bunch of money bets. We could do other kinds of bets, beer bets, something like that. I don't feel like doing it's too hard to keep track of all that. Let's see. Jeff Van Gundy says, Randy White, salute to you. You deserve the ice cold milk in victory lane of the Indy 500.
Wow. What an honor that would be. That would be fantastic. Yeah, it's coming up here a couple of weeks. I can't wait. Let's go.
Trust the Tip says, Phil, there have been well over 3 million at bats over the past 20 years in Major League Baseball. The number of catastrophic injuries in that 3 million is minuscule. You are leash reacting, my friend. Let's see. Hefty Lefty says, I played keeper since I was 3 years old, and I've taken shots to the face many times. Phrasing. But it won't take you out of the game unless it breaks your nose.
Yeah.
Ukla says, hi, Randy.
Hi.
Baby Got Dak says, maybe Jeffrey and Randy pulled a favorite hiring you, Phil. Did you ever think of that?
Ooh.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Phil privilege.
But here's the thing is that I can at least perform and do the job for which you guys pulled a favor for doing so. Tim Tebow, is he going to go and now I see you doing that thing.
Can he? just I was trying not to look at that direction.
He sees you doing that thing. I love that.
Here's where it breaks down. I'm at least better at my job and what I do than Tim Tebow is at being a tight end in the NFL.
Look, you know what? I understand giving up your dream is a hard thing to do. Maybe well, yeah, for Tim Tebow, sure. It has been for me in several occasions. Giving up your dream is a hard thing to do. Maybe this is his last shot at it. And
being a tight end was never his dream.
I don't think he's ever going to make the team.
He's just fame hungry. He's just like,
now he's a fame hungry.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think he's just bored. You know, he's an aging athlete. He finished up with doing the baseball, and I think he's just like, oh, what do you want to do? Oh, let's do this.
Well, he's got a job with the ESPN
and college sports. I don't know what else is going on.
Senior Wake and Bake thinks Phil is the kid that got hit with a wiffle ball bat and still cried. Kyle G says, sorry, that last stat was actually for soccer deaths. Yeah, I didn't read it because it didn't make sort. He goes, he was trying to help Phil out. Kyle G goes, 60 players have died on the field since 1985 at the professional level. Source, FIFA Medical. He's like, it's not baseball, but what I would think soccer players since 1985, heart attacks. Because they just constantly run.
I was going to say, whenever he said on the field, I mean, there is some basketball test for cardiovascular.
It's either a heart attack or a full-on damn riot.
It could be a riot.
Yeah,
it could be a heart
hooligan
attack.
Riot.
Could be a sniper. Have you seen the conditions these guys play in?
Well, yeah, the cartels are active.
Jeez Louise.
Rico Suave says, you're out of your mind, Phil. You're not better at your job than Tebow at any position.
I didn't say a quarterback. He was a fairly good quarterback, and especially at college, I'd say he's a legend of the game. Actually, in college, in college football. But I as a tight end in the NFL, He can't block. He can't receive. He can't do any of this stuff. And he's probably going to be cut by a team. He wouldn't even get a chance with any other
Let's
team.
not say he can't do any of these things because you're acting like you've seen him on tape actually play tight end.
Yeah, he has.
You've watched him play tight end.
Yeah, he had one play in the NFL where he
had
one trick
you're
play.
Drawing an opinion on one play.
You guys drew an opinion that Colin Kaepernick couldn't read defenses off of.
He can. He had like 8 games before he got pulled.
Not one play. Phil.
It was
your argument's starting to fall apart. It's starting to crumble. Thank God it's time for a break. I'm saving Phil from himself. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Ooh, a fondue set. Ugh, now I need to find a coupon code.
Not anymore, Susan. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout.
Wait, instantly?
It's called shopping smart, not hard. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer for free and let it do the work for you.
Don't mind if I fondue.
That's kind of cheesy. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary.
NASCAR Championship Weekend returns to Phoenix Raceway November 5th through the 7th.
A wild season of unexpected will culminate in Phoenix with drivers putting it all on the line for their shot
at earning the title of NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Featuring 4 championship races in 3 days.
Don't miss your chance to witness history from atop the grandstands as the action goes 5 wide into the iconic dog leg.
Or from up close with access to the fan-friendly infield experience.
Get your tickets to see the NASCAR Championship in person.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hurry, tickets won't last much longer.
These last few months have reinforced just how unpredictable the world is increasingly becoming. Right now, we're seeing market highs in the face of economic lows. Professional investors are wisely positioning their portfolios to protect against possible market downturns while still benefiting from the current bull market. So should you. Register for Online Trading Academy's complimentary 3-hour class, Protection from the Election. This new class will explore strategies to protect wealth from instability and capture profits during both bull and bear cycles. Call 844-877-2337 to reserve your complimentary seat in Protection from the Election. Space is limited and all COVID safety measures will be followed. Classes are available in Scottsdale, Chandler, or Peoria. Call 844-877-2337 or text OTA to 31996. Again, call 844-877-2337 or text OTA to 31996.
Come to Summit Male Medical Center to take control of your love life and your health. A recent investigation of men with low testosterone showed more than half were diagnosed with depression. That's depressing. 89% of the men in that study had erectile dysfunction and 69% had a low sex drive. Now that is really depressing, but it doesn't have to be that way. Come let Summit Male Medical Center put a smile on your face and your spouse's. Call 480-398-1000 or go to summitmalemedical.com. Come see our all-male medical staff, the most experienced and knowledgeable staff that deals with ED, PE, and low T that you'll find anywhere. We've been in the Valley since 2008, and we've helped tens of thousands of guys and indirectly their loved ones achieve happiness with a healthier life and the newfound ability to rekindle their love life. Don't wait or hesitate. Come get a smile on your face. Get happy. Call Summit Male Medical Center, 480-398-1000 or go to summitmalemedical.com. Kiss the blues away.
The Fanatic.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. That's a good question, Spare Square. He says, is HBO Hard Knocks at Jacksonville this year? Maybe that's why they're messing around with Tim Tebow.
Could be. Could be. I haven't heard where they're at this year.
That'd be like the only thing that I would feel actually made sense. Fed Fan says, no wonder the Hornets are losing. Charles Barkley picked them to win. His picks are cursed like Eric's used to be. Yeah, it's
69-45 at the half, Pacers.
Yeah, and the only reason Charles Barkley would pick them is for his pal, Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? He's probably just throwing him a bone on that one.
I'm sure.
Rico Suave says, you're out of your mind, Phil. You're not better at your job than Tim Tebow in any position. He says, I meant pill. I meant pill. No, pill. He's having typos. Every time he says Phil, it says pill in his voice text.
That seems appropriate. That seems
You're out of your mind, pill. But no, I meant pill. No, pill. I meant pill. Ah, damn it.
You're such a pill, Phil.
Napa Bob says, somebody tell Phil he's the most.
I'm waiting for one of you to tell me I'm the most.
No, I ain't doing it.
Biff.
You're the most.
See, that one didn't feel quite with the same authenticity that the texter meant it. I didn't
Let
like where
him
that.
You got it. Why are you now
Yeah.
complaining about it,
I didn't
Phil?
like where that
You are
ellipses was
so
going.
argumentative today.
No. I'm
You
the
just
most.
You
wanna
are the
debate
most
and-
annoying person.
No. I want my ellipses back.
No
Yeah.
ellipses. You get what you get. Good
I do
Cat
like
says, serious question. Ellipses. Should I watch reruns of Murder, She Wrote or continue to listen to the Daily Blender?
Murder.
I'd go with Murder, She Wrote. Why is that even a question?
She wrote.
That was easy. Hefty Lefty says, yeah, good theory about Tebow, but I think Hard Knocks won't do teams with rookie head coaches. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's how the Cardinals got out of it. Navy Brad says, tap out, Phil. Just tap out. All right, let's just change the subject. Let's talk about this. Now, Remy Martin decided he was going to bail on ASU. He entered the transfer portal. And a lot of speculation on that was because these new players coming in were probably going to relieve him of his playing time. I don't know if that's actually true or not. Remy Martin was pretty good. For whatever his reason, he became the #1 ranked transfer in the entire country. And guess where he went? Kansas. That's right. He decided to play for KU, right? That's their thing. KU. Yeah. So, okay. Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. You know what? Good. He's going to end up in a good program. I'm sure he's going to flourish there. And what can I say? I still don't understand how it is that Remy Martin, who was the leader on this team, was the heart and soul of this team, can be let go that easy. Why didn't ASU try to retain him? What
makes you think they did?
Well, it sounds like they didn't do anything. They just said, see you later, you know. And
how should I feel about this? Grateful and hey, thanks a lot, Remy. We get it. You have a good one, or up yours, Remy. You loser. I don't know how to feel. And I don't know why he did leave. Was it really legit because he wasn't going to get the playing time next year? Or is he just kind of like, you know what? I'm not getting anywhere with the Sun Devils. I'm going somewhere else.
I mean, that is some of the scuttlebutt about, on the social media that he wasn't going to be playing, and that there's new players that are on board with ASU now, and they're quality guys. And he was just going to see a lot of bench time, and that's not what he wanted to do. So he'll take his 19.1 points a game and 2.8 rebounds and 3 assists and his field goal shooting percentage of 43% and go to Kansas and see what he can do there. So I wish him all the best. And I don't understand what's happening at ASU. I don't get it.
Mile High Guy says, I got hit in the head by a golf ball coming from an adjacent tee box, covered me in blood.
Oh, I bet.
You know what? No helmets in golf, Phil.
Yeah.
4.
Why were you on your phone?
4.
I was playing golf with well, I actually wasn't. My buddy was playing golf, and he told me he was going to tee off. It was early in the morning, and he was standing there and he was holding a cup of coffee, and all of a sudden, it's funny now, but all of a sudden he said he was standing there and kind of had his foot on the golf cart, and all of a sudden he felt this burning pain in the side of his head, and he started to black out, and he was trying to set his coffee down. What had happened was somebody had shanked one.
Oh man!
And it hit him right up here, just above the eye, near the temple, and it knocked him it knocked him loopy. And yeah, he was bleeding profusely. I mean, any head wound is gonna bleed, but yeah, he said all I could think about was trying to save my coffee. I just paid $3 for it.
Did he?
Yeah, he said he did.
Good job.
Said he
nicely
somehow
done.
made it before he lost consciousness.
Nicely done. Mr. Wilbur says, lost the connection for the AM side of your radio station. What, is that a thing? We got a problem out there? If you guys, if there's something wrong with our AM signal, let me know.
Yeah, we'll call the cops.
No, just tell me here.
Yeah.
Don't call the cops.
Yeah,
That's not who you're supposed to call.
Public safety.
Good Cat says ASU wasn't willing to pay as much as Bill Self does over at Kansas.
I see. Yeah, well, got to make the move to the money.
All right. So, yeah, it was kind of a slow day for the sports news when I was getting ready for the show. Yeah, seeing Monty Williams win Coach of the Year, that really brightened up our day. But here's actually my lead story in the NFL today. Washington is installing new grass at FedEx Field.
You know what that actually is?
That is
something
the
worth
actual headline
noting.
right there.
A lot of players, remember Alex Smith, he attributed that
We
grass
thought
and the
about
groundskeeping.
bluegrass, and then we did. Well, that might not work.
That's not
for
actual
this.
grass.
Then we had some Bermuda, and I had a hybrid of the two things. One of the fellas there thought maybe we're going to actually grow marijuana grass.
Yeah.
100 yards of Mary Jane.
A lot of the players would probably be in on that. Yeah.
Well, a lot of the field will be gone by the end of the game because they put it in their pockets.
Well, yeah,
there,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. I could
They'd
see that.
have- most of the football pants don't have the pockets.
No.
But if we put a bunch of damn weed on the field, they'd make pockets and it'd be gone. Yeah, they actually did begin replacing the grass, about a foot of soil at FedEx Field, and it'll take them 2 months. They think the new grass will hold up through the end of their lease. And I guess, well, you know, what was the problem with their field before? They've been playing on that same grass since 1997.
Yeah, it's been a real injury starter for them. You look around and a lot of players, a lot of players, and whether it be Alex Smith, JJ Watt, RG3 even, a lot of players attribute their major injuries that they sustained while playing against the Washington football team at their home to just due to groundskeeping, due to that grass being such a slog, being so not being able to get traction appropriately, that there were a lot of problems with this. So hopefully this leads to a correction in that.
I don't know what the problem is. We got the spray paint and the green, and the green dirt is just as good as grass.
Yeah.
It's just as good as grass.
Yeah, that's true.
Kyle G says, if only they'd install a new name for the Washington team. Might go great with the new grass. Or, how about this? Here's an idea. Hear me out. How about a new owner? Wow, wouldn't that be something?
That's revolutionary, Jeffrey.
So, that was a big story today that they're getting a new lawn. And then the next thing was Dan Campbell's insane. He says, I really want to get a pet lion at practice.
Yeah.
He says, I don't even care if it takes my arm off. I think it'd be awesome. He's just a legit pet lion on a chain, big ass chain. And he's actually my pet. I just walk him around the building. We go out to practice. Yeah. We're on a 7-on-7 behind the kicker when he's kicking, just to really, make him feel the pressure.
Randy, does this buoy your hope? Does this make you feel good?
Oh, what you talking about? Buoy my hope. I still think this team is going to be good this year and have a winning season.
He's like, and if they were underperforming, I'd had the Lion take a dump right there in the middle of where their section is, and they'd have to clean it up themselves.
Oh,
he actually said this.
Wow.
But it'd be even better because it'd validate this is a freaking creature. It's a lion. We're the Lions.
Yeah.
You got to admit, Randy, this scares you a little bit.
No, it actually doesn't. I love it. Bring it on. I have no problem with this whatsoever.
He should get with Mike Tyson. He used to have a tiger.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, are lions more tameable or tigers?
They're both cats.
Yeah.
And so they're very unpredictable and extremely selfish.
You can't trust even a house cat. They'll be like, pet me. And then they'll turn on you.
That's true.
That's why I hate cats. Yeah. So Dan Campbell, he wants a pet lion. Did they do a background check on Dan Campbell?
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, first he wants to bite kneecaps. Now he wants to go around with a jungle animal on a leash.
Mm-hmm.
That's one way to bite kneecaps.
It's just
like bringing in a sliding coach from baseball.
Well, you two fools wouldn't go up to him and say anything, would you? Especially if you had a live lion standing there.
Do you think he'd understand with all the sweat and testosterone oozing from his body?
I don't know, but I think Sheila Ford Hamp has a crush on him. I mean, why else would you have this guy? He actually called her up and said, "Can I have a lion?" And she was tempted, but they said no.
No.
They said no.
That's probably a good idea.
Navy Brad says, is Washington using the crew that installed the grass over at Levi Field? Yeah, same people who were responsible for the field at the Hall of Fame game a few years back.
Let's hope so.
Jeff Van Gundy says, have you guys seen the picture of former NBA player Caleb Swanigan? He's over 400 pounds now and supposedly is in legal trouble. It's very depressing. Well, by all means, Jeff, bring that to us. Let's depress everybody. Thank you for that. That's kind of the opposite of what we're trying to do here.
What's that?
Let's take a look at this sad fat bastard, shall we? Jeff Van Gundy's like, I know what I'll do. This will put a smile on their face. Oh, look at this poor Caleb Swanigan, 400 pounds, stumbling down the street, legal problems. Hilarious.
Wow. What are we supposed to do with that?
Just a Tip says, actually, the name Washington Football Team is actually growing on me. Reminds me of way back in the day when we played sports and our name started with our neighborhood.
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of upswell garnering for the Washington Football Team to just stick to the name that they have right now. I think it's lazy and I think it's
sad.
boring.
Yeah, it is sad. It's like, well, here's our temporary name. Well, we like the temporary name. We hate change. All right, whatever you guys want. I don't give a damn. Now this is this a way to make sure that somebody has a bad season? Take a look at the odds on the NFL football season there, and the Chiefs have opened as favorites in 16 out of the 17 games. That is a jinx if ever I heard one. If you are favored in every single game you go into at this point in the season, that I don't know. I don't think I'd want to know that.
Well, wait, which one are they not favored in? Do we know?
The week 3, they play Baltimore. I guess Ravens are favored in a Sunday night game against the Chiefs. Everything else, they are 3.5-point favorites for this or that. They're favorites over, of course, the Packers.
Why wouldn't they be?
Wow, looking at their schedule, I can see why. This is not that hard. Wow.
But still, I feel like I wouldn't want to know. Like the jinx would be in. Hey, guess what? You're favored in 16 to 17 games. Oh, don't tell me that.
I could see that. Yep.
So now do you bet against them in every game?
No. They play against the NFC East, Jeffrey. That's a great
I'm betting against them in every game.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure these losses can be a tax write-off. I'm going for it. Imagine the amazing financial upswing if I get it.
Jeffrey, you're going to be working a lot more around here, huh?
I might be working for you. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
It's time for some straight talk. Sure, saving money feels good, but cutting your wireless bill in half, that feels really good. Like walk-off home run in the 9th inning good. Okay, maybe not that good, but pretty darn good. With Straight Talk, you can get 25 gigs of high-speed data for $45 a month, up to 50% less than the other guys, plus no contract. All on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot when you can pay half? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Ooh, a fondue set. Ugh, now I need to find a coupon code.
Not anymore, Susan. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout.
Wait, instantly?
It's called shopping smart, not hard. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer for free and let it do the work for you.
Don't mind if I fondue.
That's kind of cheesy. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary.
Did you know that Constructors Bonding has been Arizona's leader in surety management for over 40 years? Hi, this is Dave McKee, president of Constructors Bonding, inviting you to learn how our team can deliver better bonding than anyone, anywhere. Contractors, developers, attorneys, car dealers, and hundreds of other industries turn to Constructors Bonding for their bond solutions. Call me personally at 602-432-5929 to learn how Constructors Bonding is your solution for better bonding.
Thank goodness it seems like the worst is over, but is your business back to pre-COVID numbers? Hi, Bruce Jacobs here to invite you to take advantage of a great opportunity to promote that you are open and ready to serve. With our affordable Open for Business advertising package, you'll only spend hundreds but reach thousands of potential new customers. Just go to 1580thefanatic.com and click on the link for Open for Business package. This offer will not last long. The Open for Business package on 1580 The Fanatic. Now let's all get back to business.
Changing your work culture can help change an entire culture. By embracing diversity, you encourage diversity. By making accommodations, you become more accommodating. So consider a member of Arizona's deaf, hard of hearing, and deafblind community for your next hire. To learn more about the Let's Get to Work initiative, visit changeyourperception.org. That's changeyourperception.org. Sponsored by the Arizona Commission for the Deaf and the Hard of Hearing.
Does your company need bonds? Hi, this is Dave McKee, president of Constructors Bonding, inviting you to learn how our team can deliver better bonding than any competitor anywhere. Our relationships with every major surety get you the credit you need fast, and we never stop working to exceed your expectations. Call me personally at 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929 to learn how Constructors Bonding is your solution to better bonds.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K242 Valley Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
All right, people, settle down. Because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock. We are here in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. This is the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Phil in there.
Hey-o.
And, of course, you guys are on the Summit Mail Medical text line, 888-368-1580. And
Biff Stevenson. Biff Stevenson.
No, again, I'm not calling you that.
Biff Stevenson's the name.
Whatever you want, man. Whatever you want.
Danger is the game.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be said from my mouth. Whatever. So, you just brought that to my attention that Tony La Russa is steaming mad at Vermin Mercedes for not showing respect to the opponent after he hit the home run. Here's what I didn't know. I saw the 47-mile-an-hour pitch from a position player go across the plate, big juicy meatball. I saw Vermin Mercedes hit the home run, but I didn't see that's what I said.
You said
Vermin, but I didn't see is the celebration. He actually went out and over celebrated that thing.
Yeah, he hit the home run over center field fence after he was told by his manager to take. He yelled at him, take. He swung away and then he hit the home run and then came in and celebrated with his teammates like he had done some big major accomplishment. Good for you, Mercedes. Good for you.
Yeah. Way to go, Vermin.
Yeah.
888-368-1580. FedFan says, third hour. Man, the show has gone by fast.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself as we're coming back.
I thought it was crawling, but hey, I mean,
I'm
whatever's
sick
good
of your
for you
crap
guys.
too, Randy.
It's Biff.
Biff
Speaking of crap, I'm sick of.
Stevenson.
Navy Devil says there's a story somewhere online about how Dan Snyder is rumored to not choose a new team name. Story was basically if he doesn't pick a new name, he technically never changed the name. I don't get it.
If he never,
but he did change the name because they dropped that name, and I don't understand. What is that? Some sort of moral victory there too?
I think it's a technicality.
The historian says just call him Snord. Cranston Snord.
Cranston Snord.
Look,
I love it.
I'll put that on there for you tomorrow, but I'm not calling you that out loud, Randy.
Biff Stevenson.
No, not doing it. Sorry.
Is the name and danger is the game.
Biffalicious.
So I have some not so cool stories. In the world of football, there's two not so cool stories, and we'll decide which one is more not cool.
All right.
The first not cool one, I had this yesterday, but I forgot to get to it, or we just got too busy. Yontarius Bryant. He's a guy who's wanting to play some football.
Okay.
And, he was a defensive back from Austin Peay State University. And somebody texted him saying, hey, I'm a Falcons defensive coordinator. My name is Dean Pease. And I'd like you to come and try out for the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, boy.
So he got very excited about that. And he found his way all the way to the team's facility. And turned out he was being fooled. That was a hoax. Nobody actually invited him to
now.
He showed up and they're like,
who?
Who are you? We never called you.
So can you guys help? Is this what's called being trolled?
Catfished, I guess, by a team.
Catfished. Oh, boy.
Probably like trout fished or something.
So sad for this guy. And, he went out there and said, yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. I was very excited about this. Thank you to everybody who was in my corner. I didn't realize this was not legit. I went all the way there for the rookie mini camp check-in
Dime, I bet.
Wednesday, and the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me. Very humbling experience. Just want to apologize to everybody and the Atlanta Falcons for the mix-up. I really did think there was a legit opportunity on my end. He says, I don't know why this happens or what the heck's going on. But then he goes on to say he's still trying, still striving, still hoping.
Well,
but if you're standing there and you're in the Atlanta Falcons and you hear this story, why don't you say, come on in, kid. Come on in, kid. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't they give him just an opportunity since you're already there? You never know. This kid might be, a diamond in the rough.
And what would that be? It'd be a nice story, but maybe the Falcons were like, if we do this, then every schmo that shows up and says, I was invited is going to get a tryout. And that could also be a huge problem. But it's heartbreaking to see somebody fall victim to a hoax like that.
It really is. Maybe Urban Meyer, in order to get some good PR, can have him go for a tryout.
Yeah. Yeah, he's having a lot of untalented people in there. So, all right, Phil, let's do that.
Damn.
Fish Tank says LaRussa's own players are blasting him on Twitter. Blasting LaRussa or blasting the player for doing that? He says, weird, old man LaRussa isn't meshing well with his super young and exciting baseball team. Huh, how shocking. Okay, so yeah, they're blasting LaRussa for his being upset about it. Thing is, he's right. That's the problem. Your manager is telling you how this thing should go down. Your manager tells you to take and you don't. Yeah, that's your boss. You may not like, hey, Dad, hey, old man, I know you think you know everything, but you don't own me. You're like a bunch of damn petulant little kids. First Cav Mike says Remy, he left ASU to gain more national recognition to boost his draft status. Nobody outside the pack have ever heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the other thing. He has an option still open to jump in on that NBA draft, but I think he'll probably play a year. Don't you think?
Yeah, I would think he would. Yeah.
So not cool what happened to Yontarius Bryant trying out for Falcons and finding out that somebody was messing with him. That's mean.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that less or more uncool than the Broncos, what they're doing to Juwan James? What they're doing to Juwan James, they cut him, they released him. And, the whole thing about him being away from the team when he gets hurt, I kind of sort of go back and forth on that a little bit because it wasn't like they just, gotcha. They actually warned the players, though. They did warn them. If you get injured outside of our facility, then we will not be responsible for injuries that happen. And they actually made sure they said you have voluntary options. But whatever you do, if you get hurt, then, that's the end of your contract. That's the end of your situation. And, because the Broncos on this, the other thing that maybe a lot of people don't know is he was oft injured before this. And they have given him about $10 million for absolutely no production because of an injury. Not necessarily Juwan James's fault. They paid him $17 million in 2019. He only played 3 games.
3 games.
And then he opted out because of the pandemic. Can't blame him for that. But so then a year out of football, he starts working out with the guys. And then all of a sudden the NFL Players Association says, hey, we recommend everybody go home and do the voluntary options. So he did what the NFLPA says. So somebody has let this man down. But there's not a track record where the Broncos could be looking at this going, yeah, we got to get out of this.
Oh, yeah, this is a fairly novel thing to happen because normally these occurrences, these injuries happen while in the midst of a practice, of a training camp, of a session of a rookie.
And if it did, they would be on the hook for the whole ride.
Absolutely. But I think that this would set a horrible precedent from a player personnel standpoint. I think that the Broncos know that they're in the wrong. Unfortunately, the NFL itself.
Wait, how are the Broncos wrong?
I think it's more of one of those, what is it? They are legally correct, but they are morally bankrupt.
It's the difference with the letter of the law and the spirit of the law. Now, here's the thing. The people I am most aggravated with is the NFLPA.
Thank you.
They were the ones who said, all right, guys, this is crap the way they're doing stuff. Go home and do your stuff there and blah, 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 blah.
Exactly.
And, without looking out for their bottom line saying, well, whatever you do, don't get injured. You're on your own. I think that Juwan James got let down in a couple of different directions, but when it comes to the Broncos, legally, they warned you. And the NFLPA should not be telling people to do things that might leave them exposed to exactly what's happening to Juwan James.
Thank you.
But you know why they told them to stay home, yes?
Yeah.
It's for COVID-related issues of where they were saying that they weren't looking out for the safety
so when
of their
you
players.
Go home, don't do the things that could get you
Work out?
basically No, a basic workout is one thing. This guy was doing, he was doing more than a basic workout. He was doing football workout. He was doing football drill type stuff that was recommended through the team. And so sitting there, getting on the treadmill, doing your thing, trying to keep in shape, get ready for football. Yeah, that's great. Anything beyond that, I think you're.
We don't know what he was doing. He very well could have just tripped on the treadmill and fallen down and gone like.
Well, he didn't have a helmet on, and a 94-mile-an-hour fastball came running at him, and the rest is history. He'd only been wearing a helmet.
If only. But my point remains is that this is part of what he needs to do in order to stay in shape, in order to make the roster, in order to prevent.
I sympathize. Do not get me wrong, but legally. Yes, the Broncos are perfectly within their right. If they could also go for more. They could also go for more of the signing bonus, but I don't think they're going to fight him on that one. I think they'll let him go ahead and take some of that signing bonus money with them, because fighting that is a lot less of a guarantee than just standing right here, standing firm on that $15 million.
Look, if the Players Association is trying to look after the players, then they should have warned them, don't go do football drills. You do your normal workout, do a little lifting, do on your treadmill, keep your cardio up. But I recommend, because these guys, they had their best interest in place for the guys not to catch COVID, but at the same time, they didn't protect them either. The PA didn't protect them either. They didn't tell them, don't be going out doing, wind sprints or doing football moves and trying to get yourself back in shape. Wait till you're in the real training camp in order to keep that going.
But isn't that inherent of don't get yourself injured? Whoever is saying, now's a great time for you to get injured.
Look, the bottom line is the guy had a choice. He had a voluntary choice to go work out under the care of his football team.
Sure.
His union told him not to go, because the union said the football teams don't care about you, and they're not going to, even though the last entire season was a success, in my opinion, with this whole COVID protocol thing that they had going on, even though the players union had to step up and flex their damn muscles. And now this kid is out millions of dollars because he went home trying to do the best job that he could to be ready for football. And now he's in his catch-22.
But he also has $17 million in the bank. So
I understand.
Don't cry too hard for that guy. But yeah, the NFLPA should have done better by him in at least, having conversations. But nobody believes they're going to be the ones that get injured either. So I get it. I can actually see every single angle on this. But yeah, the NFLPA probably needed to be a little more careful with the way they instructed their people. 888-368-1580. Radio Ron, I think, is very serious. He just sent the same text again. Can we have nets at the radio station to protect me against Bruce Jacobs?
Well, I think this is probably the first time he's been hearing, Biff, about your prognostication about Dale calling him Uncle Bruce.
Uncle Bruce.
Ron, I think that, yes, we can get nets installed.
I think instead of a nets, we should have some sort of cage or something that
he's already got one of those.
I'd say electrical fencing, but that killed the guy.
That's true.
The Jet says, if the kid's any good, he'll find a new team and he'll make it. Well, again, he was all right. He was a pretty good tackle, but he injured, sat a year out. We really weren't sure where you were with that. He's further along in his career. I don't know. I think this might be it for him. Don't you think?
Yeah, he's older, but again, that's $10 million that you're never going to make back. That it's either if he's out for the season. This is a season-ending injury, so
let's hope he was good with his money, because he got $17 million.
Sure, yeah.
Let's hope that he recovers all right and he can have another shot. Because listen, offensive linemen, there's not like a overabundance of those guys. If you're any good, even later on, we could use you.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some teams that could use them. So I guess we'll just have to see what happens. Napa Bob says, is it a man card violation if you steer away from football, baseball, and basketball and like international sports like tennis, table tennis, Olympic curling?
No.
I do love to watch them women's Swedish teams play.
No. No, because you know how manly some
first
of those...
off, Phil, you are out of your depth. You are not actually even someone who can answer this question. I am the Southwest Regional Man Card Commissioner, And I
keep
am
trying to help you, Phil.
uniquely qualified to answer this question, Phil.
All right. Yeah.
The answer is no, it's not a man card violation if you don't want to watch certain sports. We established with Rosalie Michaels' husband, Nick, from right this minute. I actually did a show with him to sort of figure him out because whether or not he gets a man card because he doesn't like football. He doesn't watch football, but he's on the motorcycles. He's out there camping. He's an outdoorsman more than anything. And so we maintain that he has a man card in good standing. So if you steer away from certain sports, that's fine. If you like the entertainment of table tennis or curling, not all of those are sports, but whatever you want to watch, that's your business, Yeah. There's some stuff that'll get you a man card violation, but so far you seem to be still in pretty good standing, Napa Bob. So at this point, as far as the information you've given me, there is no man card violation.
Yeah.
The Pacers are currently at the end of the third, sending the Charlotte Hornets off into that good night at 78 to 108 Pacers.
Holy moly.
Yeah, it is
108 to 78, and it's a 30-point lead for those of you bad at math. Are the Pacers bench players out there yet?
Yeah, well, they are banged up. A lot of their players are injured, so they're pretty much starting their bench anyways. They're going to get a.
I wonder what kind of a spread that is. What is that? 108 to 78?
Yeah, that's
got to be at least 27.
It's probably about 35. Maybe. I know
Yeah.
we're bad at math, but
Yeah.
you get the idea. Kiss the Cook says, I don't know if you guys are red wine fans. This one might change your mind. I'll try to get this over to you ASAP.
What is he talking about?
What kind of wine is it? Red wine?
I don't know. Maybe he thought he'd sent me a picture, but it hasn't shown up yet.
I see.
Did you drink wine?
On occasion, I will. Sure. When I'm with Miss Kim, yeah.
Sometimes my wife, but she likes the white wines, I think, more. Red wine makes her crazy.
Oh.
Crazy good? Crazy bad?
No, like I had to go get her from Greece once. That kind of crazy.
How
How about you, Phil?
Yeah.
Anything about the wine? Do you like the wine?
No, I don't.
You want a little wine with your cheese? When I was a kid, people would say that. I'm like, I love cheese. What are you talking about? I had no idea what they were talking about. Hefty Lefty says, I remember the Netherlands field hockey team from 2012 Olympics. Good Lord, could have put Summit Male Medical out of business. What are you talking about?
I was talking about European women's sports.
Oh, women's.
Women.
He so loves to watch the Swedish women's teams.
Okay, yeah. No, that was somebody else that said that. That's
Yeah.
why this was weird.
Yeah.
And then listen, I respect your life choices. I just didn't know what we were talking about there.
Right.
Kiss the Cook. Thank you for that. Fed fan says, yeah, that football player should repeat after me. Would you like fries with that?
Oh,
come on now. He's got $17 million in the bank.
I don't
he will
think
be
so. Yeah.
okay. Fed fan says, actually, I would have lied and said that I was running a wind sprint because I was being chased by a wild animal. That's what really happened.
Could be.
I don't think that was going to work. All right, we got to take a break. We come back. I don't know, more of this garbage. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Hey, my name is Jonelle, and a little thing that I love about Chick-fil-A's new Lemon Kale Caesar salad is every tender, warm, juicy piece of grilled chicken. It's a Caesar salad, but it's different. You have the Parmesan breadcrumbs and the mixture of lemon with that romaine and kale. It's almost something I can't explain, but it'll make you want to sing. Lemon Kale Caesar.
Order the new Lemon Kale Caesar salad on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
NASCAR Championship Weekend returns to Phoenix Raceway November 5th through the 7th.
A wild season of unexpected will culminate in Phoenix with drivers putting it all on the line for their shot
And earning the title of NASCAR Cup Series champion.
featuring 4 championship races in 3 days.
Don't miss your chance to witness history from atop the grandstands as the action goes 5 wide into the iconic dog leg.
Or from up close with access to the fan-friendly infield experience.
Get your tickets to see the NASCAR Championship in person.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hurry, tickets won't last much longer.
Arizona's deaf, hard of hearing, and deaf-blind community is disproportionately unemployed. Those of us that do have jobs are typically underemployed, and that should be, for all of us, unacceptable, especially when you consider we tend to be more productive and continually rate high for quantity and quality of work. To learn more about the Let's Get to Work initiative, visit changeyourperception.org, sponsored by the Arizona Commission for the Deaf and the Hard of Hearing.
Does the stock market have room to run in 2021? Well, with more than $5 trillion in investor capital sitting in money markets, American checking and savings accounts as flush as ever, interest rates low, and several $1 trillion in stimulus money on the way, the fundamentals are in place for a strong and sustained run. If the vaccines work, hey, check another box. So where to invest? The economy now runs and relies on technology. The IQ Wealth Blue Diamond Technology Leaders Portfolio is focused on dominant companies in key segments of technology like cloud computing, genetic science, robotics, cybersecurity, and more. The Blue Diamond is held for you at Fidelity and combines opportunity with an element of dividend protection. With some of the lowest fees in the industry and an exceptional management team, we invite you to explore the Blue Diamond.
Investment advisory services by IQ Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor. For details, visit IQWealth.com. That's IQWealth.com, IQWealth.com.
It's the greatest spectacle in racing. Speed of 230 miles per hour, 200 laps, 500 miles.
Only one driver takes home the Borg Warner Trophy and gets the icy cold drink of milk in victory lane.
For 105 years, it has been a Memorial Day tradition. The Indianapolis 500. Hear it live, May 30th, on your home for the Indy 500, 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports.
Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. We're your home for the PGA Championship. That's right. On Thursday and Friday, we'll have updates for you all day long. Then on Saturday and Sunday, you get the long-form coverage. That's right. We will be broadcasting the Saturday and Sunday golf.
How about that?
Yeah. And I don't know. Is somebody explains to you golf is happening? Is that more
I like
exciting than watching it?
Yeah, I like to listen to it. Yeah, I like to listen to golf. They tend to be more descriptive on what's going on. Wind out of the west.
Yeah.
20. It's kind of a blustery day out here today. There's some clouds on the horizon, so we'll keep our eyes on that.
Do they describe the drink cart girl?
Bryson, there's no drink cart girl out there on the course.
What are you talking about? There's no drink cart in professional golf?
That would be disrespectful.
No, there's no drink cart girls running around. No.
Why would you even go professional at that point?
Well, because you don't need a drink cart girl. They usually have beverages for you throughout the course as you're playing.
All right, so yeah, they got some beer like every hole.
Well,
and
I
like
don't
a
know
bucket,
that it's beer.
What?
There's plenty of water. These guys are professional athletes. These guys,
athletes, my ass.
They're not like it used to be. Cigar smoking, whiskey swizzling cowboys out there playing this game.
John Daly. There's the guy who, he had some booze in his cart.
I don't know if he did or not. But I will tell you that
don't act like you don't.
When they are done playing their round, they generally partake of the beverages.
I thought one of the best things about golf was just that you drank all day. And that's how golf worked. This is really messing with my desire to play, be honest. So we told you about Kevin Pillar taking one right to the schnoz and having the 3 fractures. We'll see how he does, but he'll be on the IL for a while. Also, Braves pitcher Huascar Ynoa
nailed it.
Yeah, broke his throwing hand.
No, damn.
Yeah, after he punched a dugout bench.
Yeah.
So Huascar Ynoa had a little temper tantrum, and now he's gonna be gone for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that how you say his name? Huascar Ynoa.
You know it.
You
hit it right on the nose.
No, that was Pillar. Yeah, this is Huascar Ynoa.
Yeah.
He went out there and he just punched a dugout bench. There you go.
You ever punched
broke
a
his
wall?
hand.
You ever
His
punched
throwing
a wall,
hand.
Randy?
Do I what?
You ever punched a wall?
Oh yeah, several
Drywall.
times.
You can make it, but here's the thing. I haven't punched very many walls. When you're a younger idiot kid, you do something stupid like that. Then you realize, I got to pay for that. And then you realize, hey, if you hit the wall in the wrong place and there's a stud there, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. So I stopped punching walls and I started putting people's heads into them. I'm Irish. You grab a guy by the back of the neck, Yeah. Hey, that was a pretty good one. Come here, Mom. Look at that.
That was fun.
We were an Irish family. That was just like
That's just what you did.
that was playtime. What's
Sure.
wrong with you?
Sure.
Hefty Lefty says, usually I can figure out by hole 3 if I'm going to be playing or drinking that day.
Yeah, it's true. The drinking really picks up if you're not having a good round.
Makes it worth it. Let's see here. Senior Wake and Bake says, can you buy out employees at your job? No. We just fire them. It's a right to work state. We do what we want, Senior Wake and Bake. Ukla the Mock says, Phil should be unemployed. But why do you say that?
Thank you, Ukla.
Boogie
Best
says,
of wishes to you and your family.
I think you would think the Players Association would hold themselves accountable in some way when their own advice is what ends up getting somebody cut. Now, I
You
agree.
would think, yeah.
I agree, but everybody has to also make their own decisions. And the Broncos did inform. They did send out a thing warning. If you do this, then this. So
I don't understand. I don't understand the hard line stance after the NFL showed itself to be trustworthy in dealing, having players handle this pandemic thing in all last season. I don't know why this was an issue. I don't get it.
The Jet says, don't worry, Radio Pal. Sometimes when I talk, I don't listen either. I hear everything, Jet. I hear everything. Cardinal Art says, all right, just sue the NFLPA. Hell with it. Hey, by the way, can I get a cold one and maybe a weather forecast, Randy? Please and thank you.
Weather forecast.
Yeah. Why do we need one?
Well, I mean, beautiful skies is the word of the day right now. Some winds this afternoon. The highs getting up into the low 90s. It's going to get a little warm after this weekend. This weekend, they're calling for milder temperatures, mild overnight temperatures as well. But you can expect the increase to take place. 93 degrees currently in beautiful Scottsdale, 95 in downtown, 82 and some clouds right now in Sedona. And up in Munns Park, 70 and partly cloudy. They're going to get down to about 36 tonight. So, overnights here, just absolutely beautiful. Enjoy it. From the 1580 The Fanatic Weather Center, Chief Meteorologist Randy White. Back to you, Jeff Coe.
Math. Is my math good? 119 minus 89. That's 40, right? That is 40, right?
No, it's 31.
Is it 31?
56.
No, 89 out of 119.
Right. Yeah, that's 30.
That's 40 points.
Nope.
The Pacers are winning by like 40 points.
Well, at least they're winning by a lot.
Might be 30. 888-368-1580. Boomer Sooner says, here's one for you. My dad was dating my mom in high school and they went to the movies. The thing was to punch through the wall. Whoops, he hit the stud and broke his hand.
Ooh. The thing was to punch through the wall?
What do you mean the thing was to punch through the wall? What, to impress the gal? You punch a wall? Hey, look at this, honey. That seems silly.
Wow.
Ukla says, damn millennials don't deserve jobs, Radio Pal.
Jeez.
I don't know if I completely agree with that. Some don't. Chamoy says NFLPA is infamously known as the worst union in sports.
Really? Okay.
Kiss the
I know
Cook.
their higher representation is stupid.
Kiss the Cook says, my phone sucks. It won't send the wine pics. Constant problem. So if anybody's interested in getting a Samsung A32, don't bother. Or hear me out. You could tell me the wine you're talking about.
No, better to get an iPhone.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, I'll donate $100 to play a foursome of golf with the three of you guys. You must be drinking like John Daly, though. We may want to wait till like September when it's cooler outside.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
So
no problem.
So we go out to some public course.
Yeah.
Wait, do they have drink girls out there?
Yeah, they do.
Well, I don't care if they do or don't. I don't care about the girl part. I'm thinking about the drinks.
Yeah.
Because if not, we'll just bring her on.
Well, yeah, that's what you do anyway.
Okay. So $100 is Arizona Sports Angels to play a foursome of golf with us.
Yeah, it's too bad we didn't arrange this like last week. We could have played when it's a little cooler out, but now we're gonna have to wait until good night. Thanksgiving weekend, probably.
You've seen my calendar where it says we will not have any live remotes outdoors from this date to that. We are far past that date.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. Phil, do you know how to golf?
I know how to swing a ball.
Do you know how to golf?
Knows how to swing a ball.
You don't swing a ball, you swing a
I
club.
know how to drink a mango.
So I don't know how to golf either. I've been meaning to learn. So
I'll play.
I'll drive the cart and I'll play to there's certain points, like certain games you can play, like 2 guys against 2 guys where the best score is the one that counts. So like, let's say Randy's my partner. Baker's Cocky Hens is Phil's partner. So when Phil and I are doing horribly, the 2 of you are actually playing each other, and we're just along for the ride, trying to do something cool.
I am not
best score wins
anywhere near a great golfer at all. I can hit the ball straight most of the time, and probably 33% of the time, I can hit the ball where I want to. The other 66% of the time, who the hell knows where it's going to go?
So this probably is not going to work if you're any good at golf, Baker's Cocky Hens.
You'll get frustrated with us very quickly.
Right. Maybe we should play mini golf. And
we could do that.
Get drunk doing that.
Oh yeah.
Boomer Sooner says yes. Impress 1952 era. Okay, so his dad punched the wall to impress his mom in 1952.
I don't understand that.
Good Cat says last time I played golf, there was no drink cart, so I stuffed my golf bag full of a 24 pack of Busch Light.
Why not?
I did not shoot a good game. Just the Tip says, okay, there's a lot here. If you perform in baseball, especially at the plate, it shouldn't matter what your coach told you to do. Understanding you'll pay the price if you don't perform. I'd rather have the aggressive player. He's still talking about the kid who
you mean
hit the home run.
To go up there and hit a home run off of a position player who threw a 47-mile-an-hour ball over the plate in a 15-4 game in the 9th inning. You've already won the game, and yet you're going to hit one out of the park, and you think that's okay. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not cool. Shamoy says, yeah, best ball. Go to horny jail, Jeffrey. Wait, what? Where'd that come from? Hefty Lefty
horny jail
says, yeah, I miss the good old days where all you had to do to impress your best gal was take her for a malt and crinkle cut fries. Oh yes.
What's the difference between a malt and a milkshake?
I've never figured that out. So
about 80 cents.
Yeah. Let's see. He says, by the way, it was pretty nice when I played 18 today. This may be the last good week of that, though.
Could be, yeah. Yeah, temperature going to go back up again, so.
Oh, Kiss the Cook finally got his phone to work. Cooper and Thief, red wine blend.
Are you sure it's Thief and not Fife?
It says aged 3 months in bourbon whiskey barrels.
Oh. Is it a French wine?
No, it's American.
Really?
Yeah, turn that French crap off.
That's too bad.
That's American right there. Cooper and Thief. Either that or it's British or Irish. I don't know what the hell it is. But
is there a fish head next to it?
So you're saying
nothing French about it.
You're saying it could be French then?
No, it can't be French.
What?
There's no way that's French.
Why?
I can tell by looking at it. It's either English, Irish, or American. Says dark and jammy with toasty vanilla notes.
Vanilla notes.
That
could
gotta
be
French.
British.
No, that's not.
That
French.
could be French.
It's not French, Randy. I would bet you that bottle of wine, it's not French. Hefty Lefty says the difference is malt powder, Phil. Okay, I have a question.
About 80 cents.
Hell's malt powder.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's what makes the malts instead of the milkshake.
That sounds like maybe it's nasty.
Have you guys never heard of like the quick chocolate? You remember that the quick chocolate drink that you throw in some milk?
Nesquik.
Yeah, Nesquik.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of like malt powder.
Oh.
That's nasty. Give me a real milkshake. I want the real
put
chocolate
the malt
milkshake.
powder. You get the ice cream and you throw that in there, and you get the malt powder in there, and then you hit it on this apparatus that stirs it up real good.
So what do you call it if it's got human breast milk? Still a milkshake?
Illegal? I don't know. Probably.
Wow.
I don't know. That's just we have to stop talking to Phil. I think for a while. I think maybe that's what we
He's
need
in
to
the
stop
penalty
talking
box.
to Phil for a while. Okay, so with all the bad stuff that we've heard, now by the way, baseball has been pretty cool lately. It's been a lot of fun, actually. A lot of things. And now there's been some bad things too, but here's another good thing. Kyle Schwarber came back to Wrigley Field as a member of the Nationals. As you know, he used to be a Cub, and they still love him there. He's got friends there, and then of course the fans still liked him, and everybody's being nice. And so he goes out there, and everybody is waving. Hey, Carol. They're like, hey, I had to go get that $10 million. Yeah, I get, but I still love you guys. And everybody's friendly. Even Chris Bryant, he was like, hey, I want to do something nice. So he left a pile of candy in the outfield for him.
Oh.
So Schwarber goes out there. He's like, oh, look at this candy. Oh, thank you so much. I love a Baby Ruth. That's not a Baby Ruth. No, that's not.
Jeez. No.
Yeah. What?
Mine don't look like Baby Ruths.
That's a good point. I don't think I've ever had one look like a Baby Ruth.
No.
Like a Toblerone. But not a Baby Ruth.
Sure.
You know, a little flecks of things in there. Baker's Cayenne says, we do love Schwarber. Yeah, I guess so. Random Texter says, if it has breast milk in it, that'd make it a baby milkshake. That's what that is. It's a baby milkshake.
How cute.
Yeah, have we really stooped this low?
I don't know. It's not me.
Yeah.
Chamoy says, remember Tang?
Oh,
yeah, I remember Tang.
I remember her.
Yeah, but
no. Oh, you mean the astronaut orange juice?
Yeah. I remember that.
That's that wasn't very good either.
I might make a Tang and vodka when I get home tonight.
Wow.
That sounds like it'd be maybe something to get you slapped if you ordered it from a waitress.
Can I have a little Tang and vodka? Hello.
Yeah. Large Marge wants to know if Phil using the term vanilla notes is a man card violation.
I don't think so.
It might be. Bruno Baller says Ovaltine. That was one of those malt powder drinks too.
There you go. Ovaltine. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Nothing powdered has ever been good.
So then wait.
Well, wait. Cocaine. But still, nothing you drink was ever cocaine.
So is malt only chocolate? Is that
no? It could be strawberry malt. It could be vanilla malt.
Still not really sure what malt is.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
Daylight Drew says, "Who needs French wine when you can have a pina colada?"
Yeah.
If you like pina coladas.
Wow.
That was cold-blooded.
Yeah, sure
Mr.
was.
Wilbur was trying, but he didn't get there quick enough. Hefty Lefty says, just looked it up. There are recipes for smoothies and milkshakes for babies using breast milk. So you might want to delete your search history now, though. Yeah, after that.
Yeah.
Random Texter says, have you guys ever had Tang with chocolate ice cream? It's actually pretty good. Oh, that'd be like a Neapolitan kind of thing.
Yeah. Or maybe like a sherbet.
Can't say that I've had.
Yeah, I didn't live during the Depression, Random Texter. So I actually just buy regular ice cream and milkshakes. I didn't have that problem. But thank you for all you went through. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. Are you seeing what is going on in the home buying market right now? Unbelievable. Not enough inventory, and there is a ton of demand. Some of these homes are getting 30, 40, 50 offers on them. How are you going to stand out? How are you going to differentiate yourself from the other buyers who are in line? I have a way. Use the Lund Mortgage Team. Lund Mortgage Team is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience right here in the Valley. They have a great reputation, and it is a trustworthy pre-approval. And on top of that, they are quick. That's one of the things. You got to come equipped and be ready to buy. So what you need to do is make that first phone call to 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940. Get that pre-approval going and then get yourself ready to go buy that home of your dreams. Go online, lundmortgageteam.com, or call 623-875-9940.
Thank goodness it seems like the worst is over, but is your business back to pre-COVID numbers? Hi, Bruce Jacobs here to invite you to take advantage of a great opportunity to promote that you are open and ready to serve with our affordable Open for Business advertising package. You'll only spend hundreds but reach thousands of potential new customers. Just go to 1580thefanatic.com, click the link for the Open for Business package. This offer will not last long. The Open for Business package on 1580 The Fanatic. Now let's all get back to business.
All across the nation, we are here for our communities.
We're doing our part to get supplies where it's needed in order to fight COVID-19 together.
It feels good to be out there to assist our community.
I would like our friends and family to know that your National Guardsmen are always ready and always there.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Arizona Army National Guard. Aired by the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
Uncertain times can lead to fearful investing, which could leave you in a bad spot, especially if you're trading on emotion. When tumult opens and closes the market, you need sound advice.
Hello, I'm Mo Ansari, host of Market Wrap and president of Compact Asset Management. If fear has you in its grips, it's time to take a look at your investments. At Compact Asset Management, we specialize in providing complete wealth management solutions to help you reach your financial goals, no matter where the market goes. Dial pound 250 on your cell phone and say talk to Mo for a free portfolio review. We will also discuss how we can work together to create your customized retirement plan. Call pound 250 on the cell phone and say talk to Mo and let us help you take the fear out of your portfolio. Again, call pound 250 on the cell phone and say talk to Mo.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor, funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services member, FINRA SIPC.
The Fanatic.
Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. The Pacers are up now 34 points over the Hornets. And there's not a whole lot of game left. So, roll over, Hornets. Just roll over.
Yeah, this game is over.
Yeah, that's the end of that. 888-368-1580. Radio Ron is cruising on down the road, and he says, hey, the only thing that costs less in California, booze.
Really?
Yeah, everything else in California is more expensive. Not true. I bought my my new muscle car there. And because it's a bunch of Birkenstock wearing, granola bar eating hippies, they all want electric cars.
Yeah.
So this muscle car, it was just like, I got it for a steal. So I went over there.
Are you saying you just stole the muscle car right off a lot?
I think that's what he's saying, Biff.
Maybe. But now find out that booze is cheaper there too. I wonder why. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because it's not gluten free.
Supply and demand.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever the case, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go to California though. Seems a little weird over there. 888-368-1580. Good Cat says, have you tried Angel's Envy whiskey?
Oh, yes.
Bourbon whiskey aged in port wine barrels.
Yes. Yes, I have. It
Never
is
had it.
amazing. Oh, Jeffrey. Angel's Envy. Let me see. Maybe I've just figured out a birthday gift for you today.
I don't want to wait that long.
Does it gingerly kiss the back of your throat as
No,
it goes
it
down?
doesn't do anything gingerly. It is absolute.
Yeah.
Angel's Envy
That's what
bourbon
whiskey
whiskey
does.
is it's made in Kentucky. Oh my God, it is amazing. I have a friend that he'll come over and we'll do a whiskey taste every once in a while. That Angel's Envy. Oh, Miss Kim loves that too.
Yeah, Angel Envy is, that's whiskey. Whiskey's supposed to make you rethink your life choices. It's not supposed to gingerly do anything to you.
It's
well, you're drinking it wrong.
Different places have it on their site here. One's $48.99, $46.99, $47. I may have just stumbled across something here that you can get for your birthday, maybe.
Thanks. Well, you should have told me that because I might have been, now I'll know it's coming. So it's not going to be a surprise.
They've got all
I don't
sorts
like spoilers.
They've got all sorts of different. You could go up to several $100s for a bottle of Angel's Envy, but just a straight bottle is $50.
While Randy is shopping and then purchasing and then not being able to help himself in drinking having to shop again later.
Yeah.
It's time now for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1962, Al Orter of Queens, New York, became the first person in history to throw the discus 200 feet with a heave of 200 feet 5 inches at a meet in Los Angeles, California. Orter would go on to win discus gold medals at 4 straight Olympics: 64 Tokyo, 68 Mexico City, 72 Munich, and 76 Montreal. Back to me, Jeffrey.
Wow.
Ain't nothing.
How about that?
That ain't nothing. Remember the Pizza Olympics we did?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Who threw a pizza box farther than me doing the pizza box discus throw?
Nobody.
Not a damn
You're
person.
the champion.
Yeah.
You are the champion.
Is Al Orter still alive? OERTER?
I believe he is. Yeah, Al Orter. Yeah, I believe he is.
Good. Bring him out. I'm going to take him on. I want to take him on at the Pizza Box discus throw.
Now, here's at Casker's Angels Envy Cast Strength Bourbon from 2019, $620.99.
Well, there's a birthday present. There's a birthday present right there. Pistol Petey says Pujols with the game winner last night for LA sold on him being relevant for the rest of the season, postseason. Is he going to be good? Is he going to be relevant? Did we see enough from Pujol to really say he's going to be, more like his old self?
Oh, more like it, like what? Like 10 years ago, are you saying?
I'm not saying 10 years ago, but just like a relevant member of the Dodgers.
Look, the Dodgers are injured right now, heavily injured. They aren't the Dodgers that we'll see in the postseason because practically everybody up that lineup besides Justin Turner has been injured at some point in time this season. Right now, they've got some AAA guys going up there. So does Albert Pujols? He shouldn't be making an impact by the time it all comes.
He did
around.
Last night against the Diamondbacks.
He did. But I don't foresee a way that he will continue to sustain this kind of success and production. I think that they'll just be giving him a chance to until the ship gets righted.
So the answer is hell yeah. King of Kittens says Whataburger makes malted milkshakes. So Phil, if you wanted to try that, go to Whataburger and ask for a malted milkshake. Chocolate. But did they do malted strawberry? I don't know. Is it just a chocolate thing? I don't know how malt works. Ukla says a little weird. Cali is really weird. What are you talking about? Just the Tip says this Wayback Machine stuff. But does anybody remember spray on shampoo stuff?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember
that. Was big in I think the 70s. Yeah.
What is that? Psst. What?
Spray on shampoo.
Oh. I don't get it. Psst. What?
Spray on shampoo.
You're really annoying. Bruno Baller says Whoppers, the candy. Those are also known as malt balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, those I'm aware
I get that.
Yeah. Those I get. They're tangible.
Milk chocolate malt balls.
Rico Suave says, how about the cans of Hershey's chocolate? We used to have those.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, when you first come across one, you're like, oh, chocolate powder in a can. You put a spoon in there and take out. Oh, I wish I'd seen where it says unsweetened.
Those are nasty. Sugar-free chocolate is
yeah, that was the worst moment of my life.
Yep.
Baker's Cocky Hens, I can't read that. Chamoy says, I'd pay to see a streaker drop a deuce in center field. What? The hell is wrong with you?
What?
Where did that even come from as a option?
You mean Dodger Stadium or what was he
saying?
saying?
That's what it
was
is.
The candy. It was the Baby Ruth.
Oh,
the Baby Ruth.
Oh, that was us. That's on us.
The Cubs. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Not just me then.
All right.
So, all right, real fast. What is more disturbing before we get to the wheel sports? I actually, a couple of things that came across my desk, and they were both very disturbing. So let's take a moment and we'll decide what is more disturbing. The first story was the kind of headline you just can't ignore. Okay. A new study in Japan found that humans might be able to breathe through their butt. And yes, this is for real. This is real. Certain types of fish can absorb oxygen through their intestines to stay alive if there's an emergency. So scientists were like, I wonder if mammals can do that too. And the answer is yes. Blood vessels in their recti, they appear to work the same way. Basically, they gave rats oxygen-rich enemas to see if their butts absorbed it. And their blood oxygen levels did go up. It didn't sound like they've tried it on humans yet, but, well, you think it'd work the same way. We be mammals. So anybody want to volunteer? Sit down, Phil. We not
so
yet.
What are they're gonna like stick a tuba in your derriere?
They're gonna blow air up your ass. Anyway, so
wouldn't be the first.
They say it could lead to new emergency treatments where people can't get enough oxygen normally. I'm thinking that could be a COVID treatment. That was the big thing. That was shut down the lungs. You couldn't get enough oxygen.
Wait a minute.
So then they just they take over the QT because the air there is free, and then there. And you just there you go.
Holy cow.
There you go.
I just winced at that whole thing.
You know what? I was thinking if we're gonna go more tactical, we're gonna be manly about this. Think about it. Whenever you see a guy's head pop out of the water, it's completely your cover's blown. But if you just see these two mounds just inch above the water in these Navy SEAL operations, we're gonna be invisible, people. Invisible.
I don't know what he's talking about.
He's talking about Navy SEALs breathing through their ass.
Oh, I see. See, you just want to try the snorkel. That's all there is, Phil. And I'm not talking about this is medicine and medical. So what? That is kind of disturbing to think someday we could breathe through our keisters.
No.
Here's the next one. This, and again, I don't understand what this is a man, so it's probably a man card violation, but a man bought one of them candles from Gwyneth Paltrow.
Smells like my vagina.
Right. This smells like my vagina is actually printed on the thing. And I guess that when she smelled this, she's like, that smells like my vagina.
Wow.
And so they actually sell these
Is
things.
she somehow double jointed that she can smell herself?
That's the question we've never asked.
Yeah,
that
how
we
do you-
need to.
Well, let me just demonstrate this. Remember this?
Dear God,
That's
no.
how. Yeah. So anyway, so they have these, this smells like my vagina candles from her company called Goop.
Okay.
And
That's
this
appropriate.
guy bought one and he takes it home and he's enjoying smelling Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle.
Okay.
And it exploded.
This isn't the first time I've heard of this.
So now he's filed a class action lawsuit because there have been other cases. And they said he bought that 10.5-ounce vagina candle online and he lit it. And he's like, it was on his nightstand, level surface, like it should be.
I bet it was on his nightstand.
Anytime you do burn a vagina candle, it should be on a level surface.
Yeah.
And
safety first.
Nothing was touching the candle. Nothing was touching him because if he's a man at home alone with a vagina candle. Anyway, so he says, next thing he knows, the room was filled with smoke, exploded. There's high flames jutting out of her vagina candle. And just, he says there was a limited warning on goop.com that says don't burn it for more than a couple hours at a time. He says, yeah, well, that's not sufficient. He goes, what if you fall asleep and that thing is on or whatever?
Yeah.
So he's suing the company for breach of warranty, and he's looking for like $5 million. First off, there's no way your nightstand was worth $5 million.
I know what I'm going to do tonight.
No, you don't want to do that.
I'm going to go home with my vajayjay candle.
You don't want to do that.
You
Turn the lights down low. Put on some smooth jazz. And start a fire in my bedroom.
Well, that's probably not a good idea. Even check your smoke alarms for that reason. Stuff. But rep for Goop says we are confident this claim is frivolous in an attempt to secure an outsized payment for a press-heavy product. We stand behind the brands we carry and the safety of the products we sell. Here, Heretic, the brand that supplies that candle, has substantiated the product's performance and safety through industry standard testing. And yes, it does smell like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina. Okay.
Did they add that last part? I don't think they added that.
I don't have time to explain this to you, Phil. Anyway, so
wow.
Yeah. So
You don't
what's
have
more
time to
disturbing?
explain
What is more disturbing? Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina blew up. Sorry, candle blew up.
Yes.
Or that we might be able to breathe through our keisters. Which one of those is more disturbing?
Oh, it's definitely the vagina candle.
For me, it's breathing through my ass.
I listen. If I was sitting there about ready to die of the old COVID there, and then they said, "Well, okay, we got good news.
Got good news.
We
got bad news.
I don't want to see like some nurse over there, like looks like Phil, like a nurse, like." No. Tell my wife I love her. I'm out.
I mean, you're not looking at the positives here.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
You'll probably wake up feeling a minty fresh aura.
I feel like
permeating from your nether region.
No, I don't need that. I don't need to know. And tell you what, if that's what keeps me alive, don't tell me when I wake up.
Wow.
It's like, how did you save me? Science. Okay. Don't tell me anymore. I don't want to know. You trust me. I don't want to know. But so Gwyneth Paltrow's candle blowing up or the breathing through the key, I can't really honestly say. So everybody will just need to decide for themselves. I can't decide for you.
Wow.
Large Marge says, and then we'll circle the island like sharks with orange lasers in our head. And we are looking for Fooligan, whose bandwagon is made of palm trees. We got Point God. What in the hell was that? He's talking to
it's
you.
past 420. Yeah.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Just Tip says the thing with is that designed to enhance or prolong beehive hairdos? In reality, it cleaned and then stiffened the hair so much women could create their own style. The bye-bye beehive. Psst. What?
Well, it's more of like a bzzz.
Fed Fan says, again, why? Why do I listen to this show? Kiss the Cook says, okay, kindness said deliver a bottle to you, but now I'm thinking I'll trade you for that vagina candle.
Wow.
Yeah, if only we had one. Sorry, Kiss the Cook. We don't have those here.
Wow.
All right, so do we have any time to spin the wheel of sports?
Yeah, we got some spinning time. Let's go ahead and
do this
spin
thing.
a Rooski.
Let's do the thing. Grab a hold of that thing and give it a nice tug. I wonder if Tony Romo was like a comet, you know, he burned bright, flew through the sky and left us forever. Because at first he was like Nostradamus out there at the football, doing the call. And then people said, well, and he started getting a little more and more predictable, not quite as he was when he first started.
Yeah.
He also used to be a pretty damn good golfer. Well, the other day he shot a 75 in the local U.S. Open qualifier and he missed the playoff by 2 strokes. So is Tony Romo like slipping all over the place? Is Tony Romo heading to the maybe it's time to retire everything?
Well, you know, he plays golf. That's his hobby. He makes his money calling the football games, and he's made a tremendous living doing it. So I don't know if he's slipping. What does he have to worry about?
He used to be a great golfer, and he'd actually win some stuff.
Listen,
now,
I'd love to shoot
he's
75.
only shooting 75.
I'd love to shoot 75.
He used to be able to tell you exactly what was going to happen on the football field. Now, not so much. So maybe he's got to give the old what's her name there? They used to date
Jennifer Simpson.
Yeah,
Jessica Simpson.
Jessica Simpson. Get her on the phone. And
Jennifer Simpson.
Honey, I'm on my way back down. So come on over.
Wow.
I'm just saying, Tony Romo's slipping. He's losing it. He's jumping the shark.
At least he's not breathing out of his keister.
Good Cat says, man card violation for buying a vagina candle. No, man, I'm not going to judge another man where he gets desperate. I'm just not. Not going to do it. Ukla Mock says, you're right, Fed Fan. Hefty Lefty says, that's why you can't put the candle on a pedestal.
Wow.
That's not what he said, though.
Wow.
888-368-1580. Put it in your phone and hit save. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. when we all come back, except for Phil. Randy and I'll be here.
Yeah.
It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
His name's Bep.
Shut up, Phil.
Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.